D.G. Collins is the man, takes us places no one can. In the rhythm we all stand, lost together in his land. Dance across the haze, echoes call in sonic waves. Time dissolves in his domain, every beat heals our pain. He's the captain of this flight, guiding us through endless night. Every mix a magic spell, we're enchanted, can't you tell?
Kid from Brooklyn stood up tall, never back down, he answered the call. Heart of courage, strength to believe, hope is the power that we all need. Through every battle, through every fight, he held the shield for truth and right. Not born a legend, he earned his name, lighting the world with freedom's flame. It's more than battle, more than fame, it's every soul that guards the flame. Carry the shield, carry the dream, standing together stronger than we seem. Steve showed the world what courage can be. Say and prove that hope belongs to you and me. Different journeys, the same guiding light, rising for justice, standing for what's right. One legacy forever alive. Captain America, we'll always survive. That soared across the sky to lifting others even when hope ran dry. Every step was earned with pride, honor became his greatest guide. This shield was never just a prize, it seen through fearless, honest eyes. A symbol carried hand to hand, built by the hearts that choose to stand. No matter where the future leads, heroes are measured by their deeds. Carry the shield, carry the dream, standing together stronger than we seem. Steve showed the world what can be. Sam proved that hope belongs to you different journeys, the same guiding light. Rising for justice, standing for what's right. One legacy forever alive. Captain America will always survive. Every generation writes a brand new page. Hope keeps burning through every age. One passed the torch, one chose the way. Together they inspire a brighter day. The shield keeps turning, the story grows into every heart that chooses hope. Carry the shield, carry the flame, carry the flame. Carry the shield. Carry the shield. Carry the shield. Different heroes, but the mission's the same. Steve Rogers stood with fearless grace. Sam Wilson, lead with strength and grace. The stars may shine, the battles may rage. Hope lives on from age to age, united forever, bold and free. Captain America, it's a legacy. Not just one hero, not just one name. The shield lives on because hope remains. You say the legend started long ago. A kid from Brooklyn standing tall in the snow. Shield in his hand, hope in his eyes, teaching the world how heroes rise. You say the symbol can never change. History echoes through every page. Every battle, every scar. That's the reason we know who we are. One shield, two stories, one mission, different glories. My camp is better than yours. That's what everybody says. Drawing battle lines, debating every thread. My camp is better than yours. But who's keeping score? Different paths to the same red, white, and blue. Maybe that's what the shield is for. You say the future had to take flight. Wings beside the stars, defending what's right. No super serum running through his veins, just heart that refuses to break in the rain. Carrying doubts that the world can't see, still choosing courage over certainty. Every step burns another chance, leading tomorrow with a different stance. One shield, two visions, one purpose, different missions. My cap is better than yours. Everybody takes a side. One built the legend, one keeps it alive. My cap is better than yours. The argument goes on. One inspires yesterday. One inspires all. One answered duty before the call. One stood up after watching giants fall. One carried history, one carried change. Both stood their ground when the world reached. hear 100 different truths. My cap is better than yours. Or maybe they're both exactly who Captain America was meant to be.
My cap is better than yours. Okay, let me stop. I'm just singing the song here. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. All right. I am here. Let me fix myself up real quick. All right, you guys can hear me loud and clear. All right. Okay. I am back. What's going on, good people? DG Collins back up in here with another stream. Today, as you've seen the thumbnail, sorry, I thought I had something on my nose. You've seen the thumbnail. Well, is Sam Wilson a good Captain America? You know, he's been getting a lot of hate. Nowadays in the media and everything. The comics, not too sure, but I'm sure he did get some hate in the comics as well when he became Captain America. So that's what we're going to be talking about. And I'm going to have some of you guys come up and discuss it too. I'm going to do it the same way like I did last time. I'm going to say my piece on it. I'm going to, bring up people one by one and everything. And if we have time, I could bring everybody up at once and we could all discuss this. But I'm doing this so that I can see what you guys think on this, or, to let me know your take on the topic. Of course, the only exclusion is my wife, who's in the back, by the way, but I'll bring her up in a second. But yeah, so before I move forward, let me go ahead and acknowledge you guys here in the chat. Mean Green, how are you? Of course, like I said, she's in the back. Black Dragon, what up? He said he's all right. He's not Steve. I do think Hollywood screwed him over. Of course he's not Steve. Mike Johnson, what up? It's about to get hilarious and crazy. Yep, let's do this. And and appreciate the music that's been created. Thank you very much. Sam is the main. All right. And yes, guys, like the stream and hype it up. Hype up the stream as well if you like to see content like this. I also do different things too, like video game content as well. So if you like that type of stuff, just, anything that I can do, geek related and stuff like that. If you just like stuff like that, please like the stream and hype it up. My song was like a mix of dubstep and house music. Here, you need your own theme song. Okay, all right. Wolfborn Oath, good evening. Yes, can't wait for your next part. I think you have another part coming out. Check their page out. Let's see who else is in here. Yes, Black Titan. Yes, that song. Yep. How are you, my bro? You say you need the song. Okay. Ranger Girl, what's up? How are you? How are you? Toy Lucan, how are you? Rebel Dynamite, how are you? Who else is in here? Everybody gets what you say. He's trash, though. I'm sorry, we don't have our other Captain America, right? I'm sure you guys can't wait for Doomsday to come out. Steve Rogers does come back, right? But who does he come back as? Captain America? Or is he coming back as a variant or a Hydra agent? Because wasn't there a Hydra Cap in the comics? Let's see. Who else is in here? Bobby. I don't know if I know this person, but welcome. He's okay. We should have taken a super soldier serum. I think some people are saying that. Laura Quantronis, what's up? More Black representation. Okay. All right. I'm just catching up to some of you guys stuff here. And Toy Lucan is saying, oh, come on, we need a Black Captain America for once. Okay. Okay. Or we just leverage, or we just add in more Black heroes, or bring them out to the forefront, because there are a lot of Black Marvel superheroes that that haven't been brought to the forefront. You know, there are a lot in the comics and everything, but they just haven't been brought up. Hey, Ben, how are you? Probably just Steve Rogers. Okay, all right. Okay, so what are we talking about? Sam Wilson as Captain America. Is he a good Cap? Is he? How do you think he's doing so far in the movies? And I guess also in the comics. I see you, Geeksip. How are you? What's up? And also, let me put a disclaimer here. This isn't a stream where I'm bashing Steve Rogers, and we don't need to completely bash Sam Wilson, okay? I mean, look, you guys have your own opinions, and I respect that, but let's keep it cool. Let's keep it respectful. Let's keep it decent. And I want to also put out there that I like both of these guys. Like, I think Steve Rogers is a phenomenal Captain America. I mean, he has the super soldier serum. I mean, he's at peak human strength. I mean, you know, he can do a lot of things. And you also have Sam Wilson, where he's just as good too. He just doesn't have the super soldier serum. And, you know, and because of his abilities as Falcon, he pretty much incorporates that into being Captain America. So I do like both of these characters. I just like how both of them have their own take on being Captain America. I mean, Sam Wilson, he's a little bit different, obviously, because he was a Falcon and he has wings. And yes, he has his tech to help him out and everything. And whereas Steve Rogers, I mean, look, say no more. You know, the man can run really fast. He has good strength. I mean, he has good combat skills. I mean, you know, all of that. So I'm not knocking any of these guys. So I want that to let that be known, that this isn't me trying to bash Steve Rogers or crap on Sam Wilson or anything like that. We're just pretty much putting our input on it. And yeah, some of your opinions may be strong. That's fine. I mean, that's fine too. But again, let's keep it respectful. So, I mean, clearly I am liking Sam Wilson as Captain America in the MCU. I feel as though that he needs to, I feel like they just need to like build more on his character, just like how they build on Steve Rogers' character. So if we're going to talk MCU, you had Steve Rogers, you know, who was played by Chris Evans. Shout out to Chris Evans, by the way. He had like several films, like 6, 7 films, you know, between his solo movies and the Avengers. So you've seen his character develop throughout the movies and everything. He had a lot of character development, and Marvel Studios did really well with it. But when it comes to Sam Wilson, he was introduced in the MCU as pretty much a sidekick to Steve Rogers and everything. I mean, it's first as running buddies, and then they started working together and fighting together and everything. Of course, he did his work as Falcon. He was great as Falcon. He was phenomenal as Falcon. But then, like, after the events of Endgame, Steve Rogers relinquished the shield to Sam Wilson, thinking that he was a good fit to be Captain America. Now, around this point, a lot of people, some people probably thought that Bucky would have been Captain America, because he was Captain America in the comics. You would think, his best friend would be the next in line to be Cap, but it didn't happen that way. They gave it to Sam Wilson. So So then you had his story arc with him and Bucky, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, where Sam Wilson goes through, a lot of things trying to like embrace being the new Captain America, but he's not ready. Like, he's not really ready for it. So you see that through these episodes of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And also Bucky is there, where they're trying to work out their differences and everything, to the point where they actually become really good friends. Now, the last episode, we finally see Sam Wilson embrace being Captain America. Like, he went through getting the shield back, because when he gave the shield back to the government gave the shield to John Walker, which I forgot John Walker was also Captain America for a brief moment in the MCU. And, he was trying to live up to being Captain America as well. But after a while, things went south. Things didn't go so well. I don't have time to really go into the background of Falcon and Winter Soldier. Maybe I'll do that on another stream. Going through a whole lot. He also takes the super soldier serum as well, where it kind of makes him go, I want to say crazy, but it just makes him like, he just makes him go crazy in the head, where like he takes it to the head, like, he just takes it to the head. But between Sam and Bucky, they eventually got the shield back, and everything. So, and Bucky was just going to take it. I mean, he could have took it, but he gave it to Sam. So Sam he just trains and practices with the shield. He's probably not on par with Steve Rogers carrying the shield and wielding it, but he's just practicing in a way where it's his own. In a way, it's his own. So he has to incorporate his own skills and everything as his own with the shield. And then he embraces being Captain America, where the Wakandans made a new suit for him. So, he has a new suit, vibranium wings and everything. And, he does a good job. He does a really good job. And then the speech at the end, yes, it was a pretty interesting speech. So after that, you have his standalone movie, Captain America: Brave New World, which, in my opinion, I thought it was a decent movie. I do feel like some things were a bit rushed, and then they cut out, from what I'm hearing, a lot of scenes where they actually had him going against somebody. I forget the guy's name. They went against somebody where that would have been more ideal to him than fighting against Red Hulk. Like, I guess, I don't know, they just kind of like threw him in there and everything. I mean, like I said, I guess it was fine, but for the most part, I think they could have put somebody else against them other than Red Hulk. Maybe that guy Sidewinder, who played, in which Giancarlo played. That's shout out to him, by the way. He's a great actor, phenomenal actor. Underrated if you ask me. Maybe if he like went against him a couple times, that would like just like throughout the whole movie, that would have been fine. But like adding Red Hulk in there, I don't know. I mean, yeah, some things felt a little bit rushed because of like everything that went down with the, I guess the strikes, and then the fact that like Marvel wasn't doing too well at one point because they had a timeline when the movies were coming out, but it just never happened. So, and then also too, just hearing what everybody's talking about and everything, about like Sam Wilson. I mean, Anthony Mackie plays Sam Wilson. Great actor, phenomenal actor, and everything. I think he's a wonderful actor. People think that he might have been set up for failure for this for his standalone Captain America movie. I think, in my opinion, if he had more time to grow as Captain America, like maybe have more films, or even the Disney Plus series. Maybe they had like another Falcon and Winter Soldier season 2. Well, obviously it won't be Falcon and Winter Soldier, probably Captain America and the Winter Soldier season 2 or something like that, or just Captain America and the Winter Soldier, or just Avengers of Sam Wilson. I don't know, whatever. Maybe they could have used that to maybe did some of those to like build more on his character. Maybe it would give people a chance to really appreciate him as Captain America. But now I'm just gonna talk for me here. Look, whether it's Sam or Steve, it doesn't matter. I think Sam is trying. I think he really is trying. I mean, yeah, maybe it's because he's the same color of my skin and everything. It shouldn't matter. But at the end of the day, I'm willing to give him a chance, and hopefully Marvel Studios would give the character a chance to grow. I mean, we're not really seeing much of him as Cap. We saw him as Cap for like the last episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier and Brave New World. And now we're going to see him in Avengers Doomsday. A whole year, almost 2 years since his standalone movie came out. And between that, you had Thunderbolts, you had Fantastic Four, you had what's the other Marvel movies? Spider-Man's coming out. I mean, you had Daredevil, Born Again, on and whatnot. I mean, just a bunch of things, just a bunch of those other shows and movies been out. But like, I feel as though they should give him more to work on to grow. I mean, yes, he grew as Falcon, but he was just more so Captain America's sidekick. He was Steve Rogers' sidekick. And that's all people are going to see him as. Hey, you're just a daggone sidekick. Like, who wants you? Who's looking for you? But for the most part, I just think these studios should try to give the character Sam Wilson as Captain America a chance for him to grow, instead of just giving him like, okay, a few things here and there, some crumbs here and there, like a movie, and then, okay, you got another movie coming out. Let's see how good you do. Or maybe they do have a plan for him, and we just don't know it yet. But I'm willing to give him a chance. But in hindsight, it is looking like they're setting him up for failure. And I don't know what she did. She look at that. Hijacking the stream. She's just hijacking the stream. What's going on?
My bad. I've tried to turn the camera back on and hit F.
All right, well, I'm gonna drop you down. I'm gonna finish. I'll bring you back up.
Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, like I said, I think we should in my opinion, I'm giving him a chance. I mean, do I want to see Steve Rogers come back? As Steve Rogers, not old Steve Rogers, like as prime Steve Rogers. Sure, I would love to see that. Shoot, I would love to see him back with the super soldier serum and him fighting alongside Sam Wilson. Apparently that happened in the comics. So, I mean, I would like to see that. And another thing too, that was brought to my attention, Isaiah Bradley. He was pretty much the first Captain America of color, first Black Captain America, and and they introduced him in Falcon and Winter Soldier as well, and then he appeared again in Captain America: Brave New World. So he's pretty much Sam's friend now, where Sam goes to him for advice and help and whatnot, how to handle things and everything. And I thought that was pretty cool how they did that. But like in the comics, he was the first Black Captain America, where he was experimented on as well, had the super soldier serum in him. And, things went south for him. I'll probably save that for another stream if we talk about that later. I believe his grandson, Isaiah Bradley, becomes a Patriot. Not too much. I don't have too much information on him, but that I do know. I mean, Eli Bradley could have been the newest Captain America. He probably would have been, the youngest, but they didn't go that route. So that was another point that was brought up to me as well. And yeah, they could have made him Captain America. I mean, shoot, his grandfather was Captain America, but yeah, I said it, Eli Bradley. But yeah, so like I said though, I mean, and as far as like whoever's Captain America, I mean, I guess anybody could be Captain America. I mean, it was depicted in the comics, like different people of nationalities. They were like their own Cap in their own way. I forget what book that was, but I did see it. But for the most part, I think everybody just wants to see Steve Rogers again as Cap, which is probably one of the reasons why nobody likes seeing Sam Wilson as Cap. But in my opinion, I'm willing to give him a chance in the MCU and to see how he is portrayed and see how he does. And hopefully Avengers Doomsday and after and beyond, they'll make his character grow instead of just being just a standalone replacement of Steve Rogers. I mean, because that's what people see him as. They see him as like they see him as Steve Rogers' assistant, basically his sidekick. Like why is the sidekick the next Cap? So we'll see what happens. But again, all that to say is that I'm not against Steve relinquishing his duties or anything like that. I still think Steve is a phenomenal Cap. It's just, give Sam Wilson a chance. Let's see how he does. Hopefully he'll have more movies. But I think I said enough here. And at the end of the day, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You guys like Steve Rogers more than Sam Wilson as Cap. It's okay. It's all good. It is what it is. So anyway, let me officially bring up my cat.
What's up?
Are you good now?
My bad. I'm good. Yeah, I was hitting buttons and I was up there. I was like, oh shoot. But I'm good.
What's your take on the topic?
I don't know. I mean, they keep bashing. It's like they bash Sam. Well, it's like, oh my God. I want to know, are they bashing him because of the way he was portrayed in the movies, or how he was portrayed in the comics?
Not sure, because I think the way
No, I just want to know what people's reason is for disliking him, other than he doesn't have a super soldier serum, blah blah blah. Blah. I want to know if they read the comics because I need to know a little bit more. I want to know more about the timeline of the comics. I've seen the timeline of the movie, so I kind of want to see and the show. So I want to hear.
According to a couple people in here, they're saying both.
Yeah, that's fine. So I want to know what's the reasoning for it. No shade. I just want to know.
It's funny you said that. I actually had a clip here on YouTube that I wanted to play.
Like him better as he is in the comics than how he's portrayed in the movies and the show. Some people just may not like him at all. So
I think also too, they had some politics in there too. Like they kind of played on that. And from the comics,
yeah, I know.
too,
In the show,
I think,
they did in the comics as well. But a lot of comic book
yeah.
characters play politics into their storyline, so that's not really a good reason for me.
I caught a glimpse of that. They do put politics in there, like when he first but
he's not the only comic book character to do that, though. So that's still not a good enough excuse.
No, I know. I'm just telling you. Like I'm telling you what
oh
it
yeah,
is.
yeah,
Like,
I hear you.
Like when he became Captain America, he had to deal with a lot of like systematic racism and and just the politics and everything in there. Like I guess the comics wanted to show that as he's trying to.
It was going on at those times, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, but they were just trying to incorporate that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know, like a lot of comics, they do reflect on social issues that are happening in the world at that time. So, I mean, that's nothing new.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I just want to know, like, is it the way that his character was written in the comics or written out of the comic or in the movies? I just want to know a little bit more. Than I keep seeing the same thing. Oh, he's not Steve. Oh, he doesn't develop the serum. Oh, he's always preaching. Blah blah blah. I want to hear more reasons.
Well,
a little bit more concrete.
Okay. So for the time being, I can play this clip I saw from online about the history of Sam Wilson from the comics version. It is about 10 minutes long, but I could just like stop it here and there and comment. We can like go through that, and then after that, I can drop the link and hear what people have to say on this. So let me see if I could do this right. And I'm gonna say fair use to this, fair use. But I may not play too much of this, but we're gonna go through this. So here we go. Fair use.
What's up, my comic comrades? The next big movie piece for the MCU, Captain America Brave New World, is right around the corner. And despite the mountain of negative rumors and press surrounding it, it's still got a couple important additions and first in the franchise going for it, including the introduction of Red Hulk and Sam Wilson Captain America getting his very first movie as the Star-Spangled Avenger. Yes, he was introduced as Cap in the Falcon and Winter Soldier series, but this is the first movie with Sam wielding the shield. So with that being the case, we're going to give you all the complete history of Sam Wilson as Captain America before the movie drops. And I'll tell you right up front, Sam Wilson became Captain America in the comics just over 10 years ago, so the history is nowhere near as deep as Steve Rogers' Cap. Either way, we're going to break down exactly how Sam landed the job and what inspired the MCU to make this change in live action. So let's not waste any time and get right into it. Sam Wilson first became Captain America in Captain America Volume 7, issue 25 in December of 2014. But his journey to Captain America all really started in Captain America Volume 7, issue 20. At the beginning of the story, we see a villain named Iron Nail make his way into a secret shield base that held a secret shield helicopter called Gungnir. Iron Nail would take control of Gungnir, activating its ability to transform into a gigantic battling robot, all Pacific Rim style. Iron Nail then used it to attack the country. Now, to make matters worse, Captain America was the only hero available to combat this threat. Even his buddy Falcon couldn't help him because his wings were broken at the time. But of course, that's not going to stop Captain America, as he says, I can do this all day. So in issue 21, he started fighting Iron Nail. However, while he was doing
I didn't know about this Iron Nail
I
dude.
could do this all day. I like that.
But this part of the story was a bit interesting, though.
That
Mhm.
giant robot was destroying the city, and he can't let that happen.
Fair
so
use.
he ditches Iron Nail briefly to go ask a wounded Maria Hill, how do I stop this thing? Being dazed, she's all like, where? He says, Gungnir, it's going to vaporize the city. The controls are smashed. How do I stop it? She tells him, core reactor. Destroying the power source is the only way to stop it now. Sub-level A1. But as Captain America is running to go do that, Iron Nail shows up, cutting him off, trying to stop him by piercing him with his tendrils. Now, an important little note here is that Iron Nail has the ability to suck the super soldier serum out of Steve with his tendrils, so that's not good. However, Steve is able to rip the tendrils out and starts beelining it for the core reactor once again, while Iron Nail is trying to stop him with his tendrils. This has actually got to be pretty nerve-wracking for Captain America because one wrong slip-up and Iron Nail is going to take Captain America's powers, but Captain America doesn't care. He just cares about saving lives no matter what. Now, as Captain America is almost at the core reactor, he is impaled in the back with Iron Nail's tendrils. Iron Nail then says, the fall of another empire. The world will be better off. But Captain America says to himself, time still, one shot, stand up, as Captain America uses every ounce of strength he has left to throw his shield at the core reactor as Iron Nail is literally sucking the super soldier serum out of his body. It works and the core reactor explodes, shutting down Gungnir. But when Iron Nail walks over to Captain America, who's now laying on the ground, and turns him over, we see Steve has been reverted to an old man as the super soldier serum has been stripped from his body. So obviously with Steve old and weakened, Iron Nail goes to deliver the death blow, but not before Falcon can come flying in, hitting him away with Iron Nail ultimately dying in a fire. Falcon then picks up his friend and flies him to safety, and the comic ends with Falcon, Nick Fury, and Maria Hill tending to a withered Steve Rogers as they fly away in a helicopter. Now, after this, from issues 22 to 24, Armin Zola put a tear in the 616 reality and has his armies invade Earth. Zola originally planned to take out his longtime enemy Captain America, but Red Skull tells him, yeah, he's no longer a threat. Iron Nail sucked out the super soldier serum, so he's like an old man now. Meanwhile, Stark, Banner, and Thor are trying to figure out how to make Steve Rogers a super soldier again. Then amidst all of this, Ian Rogers, Steve Rogers' son from a different reality, comes to help with the Zola problem. So Ian's gonna help the Avengers stop Zola, but problems keep getting worse as the Un-Avengers show up. They're mutated Bizarro versions of the Avengers that Zola and his army are using to destroy the world. However, the tides change when Falcon decides to take a bomb that Zola plans to use to kill all the heroes and fly as high as he can into the sky with it. As he's flying it as far away from everyone as he can, Steve over comm says, Sam, what are you doing? Falcon then replies, you and Sharon deserve some peace, Steve. Promise me you'll find some. Take some time. You know, smell the flowers. Steve replies, we all will, Sam. Together, I promise. You get that bomb far enough, and you turn around. Falcon replies, stop it. There's no time, Steve. Just do like I said. Don't you go on killing yourself. You served your time, soldier. Be with your son. Marry Sharon. Because I promise, if you don't, but before he could finish his sentence, the bomb blows up above New York. Now, at the very beginning of issue 25, we see Steve and the rest of the heroes look on at the explosion in horror, as Steve recounts the first time he met Sam Wilson. While this is happening, Iron Man flies up to catch Falcon's body before he hits the ground, at which point Steve and Sharon go over to Sam to mourn their friend. Steve says everything he ever did was for somebody else. Sam then opens his eyes and says, yeah, I mean, that dude had it all. Good looks, charm. As the Avengers, Steve and Sharon gasp. They all then get him up on his feet and start hugging him. Now, you may be asking, how the hell did Sam Wilson survive an explosion like that? Well, he says he used the vibranium wings made by Stark to shield him from the explosion. The comic then jumps to a week later where we see Steve has called a massive meeting with pretty much all of our heroes. He tells all the heroes, I can no longer serve as Captain America. I'm taking on a new title. Henceforth, I will be known as General Geriatric. They all stare at him and he replies, nothing, as it was clearly a joke. Steve then says, come on, this isn't a goodbye, so there's no need for the long faces. I'm making Avengers Mansion my command station. Sharon and I will be here to offer tactical support and orchestrating missions. I'll be serving as mission operator, doing my best to keep you safe while you do what you do best. So this isn't a solemn occasion, but in fact, a happy one. And to make it all official, I've called you here to introduce to you my replacement, a man who I love with all my heart. Avengers, allow me to introduce your new Captain America. And on the next page, we see it's Sam Wilson in his brand new Captain America uniform saying, you guys all know
that's my shirt.
there's literally no drama left in this movie. Still pretty sexy. Right? Spider-Man says, you could use some secret.
Let me, you said that's your shirt?
That's the suit. Yeah, baby.
It's the suit. Put on the suit. Anyway, moving on. Still fair use.
sequence. Nothing more patriotic than sequence. Steve then says, it does feel like it's missing something, Sam, as he grabs his shield and gives it to Sam. Sam then looks at the shield and says, I'm not one for speeches, never have been, but let's give it a whirl. Avengers, assemble, as all the heroes rally behind him. And that, my friends, is how Sam Wilson became Captain America in the comics. Before moving on, I will say clearly the way Sam became Captain America in the MCU is different, but there is a very key similarity. As we know, an older Steve Rogers is the one who gave Sam the shield at the end of Endgame on a park bench. And as we just saw here in the Captain America issue 25, an older Steve Rogers gives Sam the shield as well. So the MCU at least kept that similarity, but now let's move on to story arcs and publication history. All right, the first story we're going to talk about is from Captain America Sam Wilson, Volume 1, specifically the first 6 issues of the series in the story titled Not My Captain America. As the title of the story implies, it deals with Sam facing deep political and social struggles being the new Captain America. You see, Sam started addressing issues like systemic racism, immigration, and corruption of the government. In turn, we start to see Sam lose trust in S.H.I.E.L.D. and also encounter the evil Serpent Society. He actually comes into confrontation with the Serpent Society in the first issue. This is a major reason why initially, before reshoots of Captain America Brave New World, it included the Serpent Society. In fact, WWE superstar Seth Rollins was playing King Cobra of the Serpent Society and even filmed all the scenes for the role. But after reshoots and cuts, Marvel Studios decided to cut the Serpent Society out of the film. Now, no matter how you feel about this decision, one thing is for sure. The reason they were originally included in the film is because they were part of this popular Sam Wilson Captain America story.
I will admit though, when they took that, when I heard that they took that out, I was a bit disappointed. Like if they had those scenes in there for Brave New World, or what the title would have been before, I think would have been good for Sam's character, in my opinion. But whatever. And I know I'm seeing people in the comments. They're already like, look, man, Sam is just not good. Look, it's just not a good movie. And that's why they're gonna go for it. I want my Steve Rogers back, please, please, Doomsday.
I love Steve Rogers, but I love Steve too. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you just gotta. I mean, times change, things change, people change. Just gotta deal with it.
Shout out to Chris Evans. Talk to him if he wants to do more films, right? I think
he'll be back as an old man.
Didn't he want him to do more films? He was like, nope.
Yeah. I mean.
Anyway, anyway, moving on. Yeah, we'll see. Well, moving on.
Yeah, we'll see.
Some people think Sam might just get killed off, and then Steve will just be back, and or Bucky will come the new Cap, and everything's gonna be all good.
Wow! Then the universe will be restored.
Yep. Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Really Sam divided between the patriotism of Captain America and activism, because obviously with this new mantle and power, if you will, he wants to fight and take on controversial issues and causes. But while some see him as a hero for this also makes him very divisive with others, as they have a difference of opinion. Hence the phrase, not my Captain America, obviously taking the real world term of not my president, reflecting on the pushback he gets from those who feel he doesn't represent their version or vision of Captain America and what he should stand for. This story is actually pretty heavy and really highlights Sam's struggle to find out what it means to be Captain America, and how carrying that red, white, and blue shield comes with a lot of responsibility and pressure, as an entire country has expectations of what he should and shouldn't be. But next we have volume 2 of the same series in the story called Standoff. This one is really cool because we see Sam team up with Bucky and Steve Rogers, who temporarily regained his strength and youth. Basically what's going down here, Sam discovers S.H.I.E.L.D's secret project in a small town called Pleasant Hill, which is designed to imprison supervillains. This is where things get interesting. Using pieces of the Cosmic Cube named Kobik, S.H.I.E.L.D. wipes all the memories of the villains there and transform them into harmless citizens. But of course, this doesn't last forever, and the villains eventually regain their memories and rebel, throwing the town into utter chaos. And this is where Sam teams up with Steve Rogers, who again temporarily regained his youth and powers through the Cosmic Cube. So naturally, the two work together to stop the chaos, as well as tackle the moral dilemmas brought up by S.H.I.E.L.D's actions. There's even this really cool moment in the story where Steve is using the Captain America shield to fight, and when he's done, he gives it back to Sam. But Sam says, "Steve, are you sure?" Steve replies, "You bet I am. When I handed you the shield, it didn't come with any conditions. It wasn't alone. You're Captain America, and no matter what I do from here, that doesn't change. Agreed? It was just really cool to see that even with Steve having his powers back, he wasn't about to be like, hey, that means you're no longer Captain America. Give me the shield, Sam. Now, sometime after this, Sam would eventually relinquish the Captain America title for several different reasons. And first and foremost, you have the public pressure and divisiveness of the role, as his approach of being Captain America put him at odds with the public and political leaders quite often, as he chose to take stands on very controversial issues, which in turn shunned or alienated a portion of the American public. You also see throughout his time as Captain America that Sam just wants autonomy. He wants to find himself all on his own rather than living in the shadow of Steve Rogers, having to live up to the role of Captain America. And then you have probably the most obvious reason, the return of Steve Rogers, in the sense of him regaining his youth and powers. However, during the Secret Empire story, it was revealed that Steve Rogers had been brainwashed by Hydra and becomes a villain infamously known as Hydra Cap. So Sam is all like, all right, I'll be Captain America again. But once the situation is resolved, he gives up the mantle once more, leaving Steve Rogers as the one and true Captain America once again. This brings us to the 2022 and 2023 Captain America Symbol of Truth series, where Sam would return to the role of Captain America.
Let's see why people didn't like him very much.
Nope. This time he's actually Captain America alongside Steve Rogers. That's right, they would both be Captain America at the same time. Some people may think it's kind of lame having two Captain Americas at the same time, but it was actually pretty interesting because they both operate so differently. So it was cool to see how Steve would handle things and how Sam would handle things. And one of the things that stands out right away is that we see Sam's version of Captain America is more global, not just consolidated to America like his namesake. Sam is concerned about global issues, and in the story starts investigating a conspiracy involving Wakanda and stolen vibranium. This investigation will lead him to White Wolf, the adopted brother of T'Challa, and Crossbones. Essentially, we find out their plan is to destabilize nations by exploiting political tensions. It's a really interesting story, but we see Steve basically being a Captain America for America, while Sam is interested in a global approach, which is interesting and reflects the real world, as some people would say America should just worry about America, and others would be like, no, America needs to interject and help out in other countries when needed. In any case, it is now time to move on to powers and abilities. Now, first and foremost, the thing that makes Sam a much different Captain America than Steve Rogers.
Right now they go into powers and abilities. All right, I think we're almost done here. So you said something.
Oh.
You said something. You said something during this, or you want to wait till after this is done?
No, I was basically saying that Steve Rogers, a lot of people probably don't like him because he picked up the shield, dropped the shield, picked it up. That drove me crazy.
So it looks like in the comics, he was actually struggling, with taking on the mantle and everything because of the pushback.
I mean, there were big shoes to fill, and people just wasn't ready for the change, I guess. So he had to struggle and deal with it, just like anybody else would have to. With the serum or not, it's a mental thing with him. It's not just strength and serum. It's like he could have had all of that and still thought the same way. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't have made a difference. Because if he had the super serum, he'll just be a super strong guy, still thinking he's defeated because he still doesn't feel like he's right for the role, or he feels people don't think he's right for the role. So it's a mental thing. Nothing to do with the serum. Because he could have that and still feel the same way. It's just how he felt,
Yeah.
If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I get what I get what you're saying, because it's like with Steve, everything else could change physically with Steve, but as long as his mind and his heart are the same, throughout, he'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he may or may not have the serum. It still wouldn't affect how he feels about the way people see him, or how people see him, or how he sees himself. Especially following such a big role. And like I seen Cole said earlier, it's not like he had stepped into a different name. He's stepped into someone else's shoes. So of course they're gonna look at you like, oh, are you gonna do just as good or better than the last person? And that's a lot of pressure. And I don't think people see it that way. They say, oh, he's just this. You gotta see it as, if you were in those shoes, how would you feel? Can you imagine filling Captain America's shoes as a normal person?
Yeah, but I think that the reality is nobody wants to hear that.
Because not everybody thinks like you do, or like I do.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear that. They're like
rational when it comes to this. I don't just.
Yeah, they're like, no, we want Steve, and deal with it. That's what it is.
I'm trying to give you some big ups, Sam. Try to show some clothes.
That's just how people feel. I know. I get what you're saying. I get.
I
what
mean,
you're
it's my
saying,
opinion too. So.
It's how. Yeah. See. Yeah. It's your opinion, and you know, it's okay to hear the other side of things, but you know how it is for like
side of things.
Yeah, and of course, you know, you got folks out there that just want
to.
Yeah, and then also too, it's like, look, this is just an opinion. This is just an opinion. So
I see you.
No one's opinion is gonna be like the core thing. So
my opinion is core.
No, I think people need to realize. I think people need to realize.
I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding.
You know.
Yeah.
I think people need to realize that, like, it's not your
just
opinion.
Want to see it how I
just.
see it. Like I see it how they see it, but of course, I might as well see it how I see it. They'll be like, yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am the law of the land. I'm just kidding.
It's like what I say goes. That's it. I don't care. You know, Steve is my cap. I don't care. You know, because of this, and this. I don't care. No, Sam Wilson is the cap. This, and this. Gold. That's it.
That's it.
And guys, I want this to be known. Like, this isn't me saying that, you know, hey, I'm glazing Sam as cap or anything like that. I'm not saying all that.
glazing Sam.
I'm just willing to give him.
You're not gonna play the fool.
But it looks like in the comics he was going back and forth with it because he was struggling with trying to like handle the mantle and everything because he had big shoes to fill and you know and he was getting a lot of pushback from it in all areas and everything.
Yeah.
And I guess they tried to kind of play that into Falcon and Winter Soldier as well.
Yeah.
Didn't see too well. Then I guess when it came to Brave New World, the one thing is that he was kind of tight with the government, whereas like they just kept propping him up like, hey, Sam Wilson's cap. Hey, Sam Wilson's cap. You know, whereas I'm sure at some point he had to like kind of like, you know, look past all of that. You know, he can't just simply just do what the president wants him to do. He has to try to do what's right, even if the president is wrong, you know?
Yeah. Just reading that.
Yeah, I see what Cole's saying. Anyway, let's get back. They're talking about his powers and abilities. So we're almost done here.
It is now time to move on to powers and abilities. Now, first and foremost, the thing that makes Sam a much different Captain America than Steve Rogers is that he's not a super soldier, which obviously means he can't do several of the things Steve Rogers could do due to his enhanced abilities.
Still fair
However,
use.
Sam is in the peak of human conditioning, much like the Punisher, Daredevil, and Hawkeye, who are all human heroes with no real enhancements, minus Daredevil's sonar sense. But Sam is at the peak of physical conditioning, possessing exceptional strength, endurance, and
not all the heroes have
martial artists. He was trained by Captain America himself along with S.H.I.E.L.D.
What?
No, so not all, like, it's seriously not all of the heroes have super strength or superpowers or serum, all that stuff. There are a lot of human characters. He just said a few of them. I was thinking of some that I could relate it to, but he named a few of them. He's not
Steve Rogers could do due to his enhanced abilities. However, Sam is in human conditioning, much like the Punisher, Daredevil, and Hawkeye, who are all human heroes with no real enhancements, minus Daredevil's sonar sense. But Sam is at the peak of physical conditioning, possessing exceptional strength, endurance, and agility. He's also an expert martial artist. He was trained by Captain America himself along with S.H.I.E.L.D. Because of this, he knows a bunch of different forms of martial arts. Now, something that gives him a leg up from Steve Rogers that Steve didn't possess is Sam is a master of aerial combat because of his wings, as he was originally Falcon. So Sam is extremely skilled in aerial fighting, capable of performing extremely complex maneuvers while flying with his wings. Because of this, he quite literally has the high ground,
his reason
huge advantage over ground-based opponents. Speaking of flying, Sam's Captain America suit is extremely advanced. It has retractable wings that allows him to fly at extremely high speeds. But not only that, his wings act as shields, as I said earlier in Captain America 24, as the vibranium ones given to him by Tony Stark quite literally saved his life from a bomb that was made by Zola to take out all the Avengers. And we know for the MCU, his Captain America wings are also extremely durable, as they were made by Wakanda, meaning they too are also made of vibranium, which is how he's going to be able to stand up against the Red Hulk, as vibranium could absorb energy, meaning he will be able to take blows from the Red Hulk because the suit was made by Wakanda. And of course, as Captain America, he has to be a master at throwing that vibranium shield. Not necessarily as proficient or with the complex maneuvers of Steve Rogers' Captain America, as he is not a super soldier, but he still can do some pretty cool things with the shield. Lastly, Sam is a master of weaponry and firearms. He's extremely proficient with knives, advanced technology, and guns. And with all the other tech available to him, he uses his combination of skills and marksmanship very creatively. But now it's time for reading recommendations. If you're looking to check out Sam Wilson in the comics, read Captain America from 2012, issues 20 through 25, Captain America Volume 1, Not My Captain America, Captain America Symbol of Truth, Captain America Sam Wilson Volume 3, Civil War 2, Captain America Sam Wilson 18, and Captain America Symbol of Truth Volume 2, Pax Mohanda. That should be enough to get you all started. There you have it, friends, a history of Sam Wilson Captain America just in time for the brand new Captain America movie. Are you excited to see Sam Wilson Captain America in his first movie? Let us know down in the comments. Other than that, we'll see you next time when we talk about all things.
All right, enough of that. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, when I saw that earlier, I was like, yeah, let me play that for you guys and everything. There's a couple others here where they even talk about who deserves a shield, either Sam Wilson or John Walker. Some people wanted John Walker to have that shield.
I mean, he may not have been that bad in the comics, but on that Falcon and Winter Soldier, I want to strangle him. He was a fool. It was crazy.
Well, he played a great role. You know, he played a great role for us not to like him. He played a great role.
He was so deranged, man. That scene with the shield, I was just like, oh. I think I was like sitting there and staring at the TV for like 10 minutes after it happened. Like, what did this dude just do? He looks so psychotic. Oh no. Let him stick with the Thunderbolts. Let him be, what do they call him? The agent or whatever? U.S. agent? Say that.
Yeah.
Let me stop.
He's a
So,
US
like I
agent.
said, I only know this based on that. Yeah. So, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna start dropping the link now in the chat. So same thing like I did last time. When I drop the link, you guys can hit that link if you want to share your input on this. You know, I'm gonna let people up one by one to share their thoughts and everything, and then I'm gonna drop you down, go to the next person, and if we have time, we can all come up and we can all discuss this. All I ask is to be respectful, be peaceful about this. I'm seeing that some people are saying, like Black Dragon is saying that you know, he just sucks. You know, keep it respectful, please. You know, let's keep it respectful. All right. Hey, I could say Steve sucks, you know, but why would Steve suck? Because, you know, he was Captain America with the super soldier serum. But some people do believe that maybe Sam could have took the serum. But like you said, Sam could have still dealt with his personal issues and whatnot.
With or without it.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that's some of the reasons too why a lot of people don't like him, because he had that, brought in all of the politics and the race thing and all of that. And even with the soldier serum, he still could have felt the same way because of who he is, you know? But,
Yeah.
you know, but I just want to disclose, like, even though I said earlier, I want to hear why y'all think he's a bad character or why you think he sucks. I'm not going to attack you. I just want to know. So don't think I'm up here ready to, like, you know, I'm not here to attack anyone. I just want to know.
Yeah, and most
your stand, that's all.
Yeah, and most of, you know, and look, and respectfully, let's not be jerks about this.
So it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, let's not be jerks about this. Like we can debate and talk about this without acting like jerks about it. Now, clearly, some people are saying that Steve's movies are better. I mean, he had how many movies?
He had more movies.
He had more movies to
That's
build,
not a good
build up
argument
his character.
for me.
I think if Sam had more, movies, I think if he had more movies, if Sam had more movies, and they would have built up on his character more, I think Sam would have been just as good. But as of right now, people think that, and I don't know, I guess maybe I'm kind of thinking it too. that you know, the studios are kind of failing him as a character, like his character, you know, and I hope that they do try to build him up more, you know, like, yeah, I'm not worried about him. He's just being
I know. I
Yeah.
know. Okay.
our mod's supposed to have our backs, not you know, not you know, troll us
I know
and
that's right, Cole.
stuff. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat, and like I said, I'm gonna let y'all come up one by one, and if we have time to talk, all of us talk together, we can. And let me know your take on your take on this if you like to come up, and like I said, I'll bring y'all up one by one. So, but yeah. So, I mean, that's just my take on it. And I have somebody right now.
Who's that?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Brent.
Hey!
Hi.
Hi, Brent.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So, yeah, we discussed this before, I think, or it was a slightly different variation of this.
Slightly different.
Yeah.
So,
So I think Maquette was like saying about the preaching, blah, 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 blah. And I know you have a disagreement about that. And I think that is a huge
I just think that's an excuse that people keep using for him.
I think, but I do believe how a character is portrayed is fair game to whether you like them or not. That's what I think that if you're too preachy or you're too much of a change, or you're used for propaganda, or you're too this or that, I think that is a fair reason not to like a character, and I think that reflects in the box office, especially. I think Sam's character comes. I keep repeating this is across multiple franchises. I think a lot of people, they don't like him because they feel that Bucky could have been chosen, but Sam was chosen for propaganda purposes, and I think that's very unfair. But I think that's the perception people have now. As a character, I think he's good. I don't think he's as good as Steve Rogers, but I think if there was no like political like with the real life, like with Disney, then I think he would be seen as okay. He's just there to move the plot. And Marvel has had movies like this in the past. You think of Thor: The Dark World. That movie was mediocre, but that movie was important to move the plot along. As you could see in Endgame. You know, I think that's if there was no backlash with the politics, I think Sam would be accepted. But what Disney has done is it has shot itself in the foot with people like Kathleen Kennedy, Bob Iger, and I keep repeating this because the consequences of narrow-minded thinking, especially from Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger, this is what you get. You get people who think right off the bat, oh, they just put Anthony Mackie in there, says Sebastian Stan, to push an agenda. And because Sebastian Stan Bucky was introduced, he was seen as the replacement for Captain America. You see this in the Winter Soldier. You see him holding the shield. You see the character development. I think people say, well, they didn't choose him. They chose Sam Wilson because of politics. And I think that is why people prefer Steve Rogers, because Steve Rogers was anti-government. And people like the rebelliousness. He embodies the American spirit. You see this in you see him in Winter Soldier follow the government, and then how government can come back and betray you. And then you see that development in Civil War, where he says agendas change. He doesn't trust the government, and people are like they like that rebellious spirit. It embodies the American spirit. Whereas Sam Wilson's character, he's like, I'll bring I'll go to the White House. I'll help represent the government. Just let me bring my buddy along, and it'll be all fine and dandy. And I think they think, this is not they literally probably think in their head, this is not my Captain America. And I think that is why there is backlash. And I think Marvel knows this. That's why Doomsday's coming out. There's a possibility Sam Wilson's Captain America is, put to the side. So that's just my opinion on that.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Now let me ask you this. Now let me ask you this, Brent. If this what you just said about Steve and everything, like about him going against the government and whatnot, do you think had it been Sam's story, if the roles were switched, do you think people will reciprocate to Sam as Captain America, or do you think it will be different, or you think they just won't resonate at all? Like
I mean, it hasn't happened, so we don't know. But I think if his story was built better, I think that would have been better. But I think he comes across as following in line with the government, preaching to people, of sympathizing with the terrorist. These are all perceptions people have of sympathizing with a terrorist. I mean, now, is that completely accurate? Some of it is, some of it isn't. But you look at Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the TV show that built him up to be Captain America. He's sympathizing with Carly, who is a terrorist, who killed an American soldier. I think people they don't look too fondly to that, and I think that is why they don't. Is he a good Captain America? I think he is, but I think you look at how he was introduced as Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I think it wasn't done well, in my opinion. I think Sam's Steve Rogers' character was much better introduced. I mean, being the brave, stopping the fake bomb, embodying the values of a soldier. And he had more movies to do that. Sam Wilson's character only had one, whereas Steve Rogers' character has, I think, 6 or 7. So yeah, that's just that's kind of bad planning on Disney's part.
Right.
Yeah.
That's my argument. I think Sam only had one standalone movie, and then the rest, he was just a sidekick and everything. Obviously, as the Falcon.
Right. Yep.
Whereas Steve Rogers, he had 6-7 films to build his character, and then even though politics was slightly involved, it really wasn't, because like they just focus on his character development. They just they just focus on that, and not just like, okay, everything's political, everything's racial. Like it wasn't even about that.
Well, politics was a central part of Civil War. It was a central part of Brave New World. The politics, it's like the actual politics. So that's okay. I'm talking about the direction Bob Iger and Kathleen. The people have a perception. I talk with convention goers.
Yeah.
Because if they talk about this online out loud, they're called all sorts of names, but they will speak with their wallets. And you see this with Brave New World. You see this with the commentary about Captain America: Brave New World, and Marvel is like, oh shoot, we have to go back to what worked, which was Endgame and before, and that's what I think what we're gonna get with Doomsday. But real life politics encroached on these IPs a little too much, and this is what we're getting. The consequences is what we're talking about. Sam Wilson is good. I mean, this is like. He is a good, if ignoring the politics, the real world politics, he is a good character. But the perception is it's just too much to overcome. And you look again, Doomsday it looks like a reset, and
it most likely will be a reset.
Disney screwed up.
I know. Oh,
any final words before I switch you out for the next verse? I do have somebody else in the back.
Yeah, so I mean, they built up. I think they built up Bucky's character. This is also a problem. The perception of whether Sam Wilson is good or not. I think they built up Bucky's character to be Captain America, and you have two people, and you just choose the guy who came later, because Bucky and Steve Rogers, they had like a friendship in the movies. Like they had a friendship going back to the first movie, where Sam Wilson was just running in DC, and they met up, and it's just kind of like Bucky was built up to be, because look, Steve Rogers fought for him in the first Captain America, the second Captain America, and the end of the line. He fought Iron Man because of Bucky. They had a friendship, and then all of a sudden it's Sam Wilson. I mean, people are like, why did you choose Sam Wilson? Oh, is it because did Kathleen Kennedy argue, like fight with Bob Iger at Disney, like saying you need to, when their brains, because Kathleen Kennedy was there when Infinity War, all this was, she was at Disney at that time, so she could be like, Bob, don't put Sebastian Stan, choose Anthony Mackie. This is diversity.
Oh wow.
You know,
Yeah.
this is speculation, but it's kind of like this is what people are
Yeah.
thinking, and this is why you have to think long term versus just short term. And this is
Okay.
what you get,
Yeah.
Disney. You screwed up. So
Well, let's see.
Okay.
Well, all right, Disney. So
No, that was very good
The ball's,
points.
the ball's in your court, Disney. You know,
Yeah.
what are y'all gonna do? But
right, box office
see, that's
money
what I
speaks for
wanted.
themselves. If that's all you care about, you better listen.
Yeah. So
So-
now you set the bar. So you gave good points on why. I just want to hear other sides other than,
Right.
dealing with that.
Right, there's real life stuff has encroached into the IP, and that is never a good thing.
Yeah.
It's stories. The characters and it all should be separate.
It could become,
But-
like you said, it become a bit exhausting after a while. Like I get it.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
right. Okay.
okay.
Well,
Okay.
Brent, I do appreciate
Yeah.
you being up here. If you like to still stay in the back later,
Okay.
later on to bring everybody up,
Sure.
you feel free. Or if you need to drop down and hit the link later,
Okay.
you can hit the link later, or I could share it again to hit it. But I'm gonna switch out to the next person just
Okay,
so I
sure.
can get everybody's input on this.
Okay, sure.
Brent, I appreciate you
All right.
being
Okay,
up
sure.
here and talking
Okay.
about this. And
Okay.
I'll see you soon.
Oh, sure.
All right, Brent.
I see you.
See ya.
Before I bring the next person up, let me see what Cole was saying. He said the problem, I think, Cap New World is that as far as the Falcon goes in the MCU, there really isn't a necessity for him to become Cap. That could have had the title of Falcon and lose nothing. Okay.
Mhm.
The modern day real world political climate doesn't allow for Sam Wilson to have a fair shake after a decade and change of nothing but screaming woke. What chance do you possibly have? Zilch.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And Omega Ranger, what's up? How you doing?
Hey,
I haven't
what's up,
seen you in a
man?
while on here. Sam being
Yeah.
a tech hero that was from a military background made him perfect to hold the shield. While I love Brave New World, the reshoots hurt the story. He's still gonna
Yeah.
deliver in Avengers Doomsday. I mean, I kind of feel that too. But hearing
Let's hope.
Brent's argument. And
Yeah.
Big Rudy, what's up? How are you?
Hey. All right.
And Bobby Moore says Sam earned to be Captain America. So we have a Sam Wilson fan in here.
Nice.
All right. Let me bring up the next guest. This is my good friend that I've grown up with for years. Even though, hey, I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. Ben Mighty, guys.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
What's up? What's going on?
Oh, man. All right. So, I mean, we already talked about this earlier, but in my opinion, Sam was set up for the fail.
Okay.
But the thing about it is like, honestly, it's not the character's fault. I mean, Sam was a good character as is, the Falcon. He was one of the first Black superheroes out of Marvel. Like, and a lot of people, they forget that he was his own character, right? So
Mm-hmm.
so this is your primary channel is Power Rangers based. I know that for D, right? So I know for D that his favorite black black American Ranger is the Red Turbo Ranger, if I'm not mistaken. Am I correct?
He is one of my favorites. Yes.
Okay. He's largely looked at as not very popular
Right.
at all,
Mhm.
because he took a position that wasn't made for him, right? If you look,
I got you.
right, so it's not necessarily a like a black white woke thing, right? So
Right.
like,
Yeah.
like if you look at all the other black Red Rangers, the general consensus is that every last one of them are more popular than him as Red Ranger because they came in originally as the Red Ranger, right? So Sam has that problem, and the thing about it is, okay, so that's problem number one. Problem number two is I know that you have an issue with people bringing up the super serum thing. It matters. It just does because Cat was already established as, and in that video it said like the peak physical conditioning. That's not Captain America. Captain America is the peak of the peak. You're not going to get any better of natural human ability. He's maxed out. You're not going to get better. That is the super soldier serum. It's not peak conditioning. Okay.
I hear you.
Right.
Okay.
So like if you want to compare Sam.
No guys, Ben Mighty works out. Like trust.
That's why I'm laughing, Ben. I'm sorry. I just keep seeing it.
I've grown up with this man since we were kids. Like you're basically seeing him at his peak strength of pure training.
Thank you. Right.
That's why I'm over here trying so hard not to laugh. But I'm hearing you.
Sorry. Right? But
Go ahead.
But if we're going to compare Sam to, like, let's say, because people say, well, what about like all the different Flashes? What about all the different Robins? What about all the different Green Lanterns? Right? Okay. Fair enough. But it's not apples to apples because all the Flashes had the Speed Force.
Right.
The Lanterns. So Hal replaced, if I'm not mistaken, and anyone in the chat knows this, you can correct me. If I'm not mistaken, Hal was the one that replaced the original Green Lantern. And forgive me, I don't remember the original Green Lantern's name. But when Hal was introduced, that's when they established the Lantern Corps. That's when they said, well, there's more of these mofos out here. And then that's when it was going to be multiple lanterns. Right?
Okay.
Right. So with Cap, and that's why, like, even if they would have, like, taken out, if they would have taken out Steve Rogers, right? So if they would have taken out Captain America, Steve Rogers from the movies and not replaced him with Anthony Mackie, if they would have just ran the Eli story to where Eli needs a blood transfusion from his granddad, all right, that would have played a lot better because now you have an already established character and he has super serum, and he could just be a part of the team as Patriot finding like his own way, right?
Okay.
That would have been a lot better. So I think that was number 2, right? Number 3. Let's go to the actor, and I don't have any beef with Anthony Mackie. Look, Anthony Mackie in real life, he's the real life Captain America because he does real American stuff. He builds houses for the community. All right, I mess with Anthony Mackie, right?
Mhm.
But when you look at Anthony Mackie, I don't know what type of regimen Hollywood has him on, but like when he steps out, when he has his shirt off, he didn't look like Captain America to me. Right? When Chris Evans stepped out of the out of the pod when he got injected with the serum and he had his shirt off, he was like, yeah, that's Captain America, right? So like
You ain't lying about that.
right? So even when Sam was in No Pain, No Gain with Mark Wahlberg and The Rock, he was supposed to look like he was on steroids. He did not look like he was on steroids. He looked like he was just in the gym. Like he just got like a new membership. Okay, right?
Stop.
It's true.
Jesus Christ.
It's true. Okay. So it just didn't work. It didn't work.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, Anthony. I don't know if you see this, if you're gonna see this, but
shout out to Anthony Mackie, by the way.
okay.
Shout out to Anthony Mackie.
Look, visit my channel if you want to get on a plan. I got you. I believe you got the genetics, but they're not doing you any justice. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. Okay, right? But
Okay.
but that's my opinion. That's my thought.
Yeah.
And
Makes sense.
And remember, so I owned a comic book store. So I was there when the issues were being dropped. Like the issues, they weren't moving.
Ooh. Okay.
Right? Like if it was a badass cover, then yeah. Right. But like so and people say we don't want to talk about woke or because Kathleen Kennedy, Bob Iger, right? They were pushing an agenda. It was called the MCU for a reason. They were pushing out.
I heard the term.
I heard it. Yeah, I heard someone say that before.
It's just like the South Park episode. You know, like put a chick in it and make it gay. Okay, right? That was in South Park. That's not me.
All right now.
That's not me. That's Carmen.
Go ahead. Continue.
Right.
Continue.
That wasn't it. Anyway. Okay. Put a chick in it and make it gay. Okay. All right. So right,
it's happy, guys. Happy.
That's what they were doing. No.
I know. I get you. I just, I don't want to get hit with any ish on the stream. But go ahead. Continue.
But you brought up Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger, like they were trying to push it, right? And like, I'll tell you, right after Captain Marvel came out, like, so when I had the shop, when Captain Marvel dropped, and they did like the runs to where the covers would match up with the movie, those moved. Like those were fire. But after that, no one bought anything.
Wow.
No. And when and I think that this was when me and D were still like actively reading comics, right? What happened? Like when Cap died and Bucky took over the mantle, fans weren't feeling that either, right? So right. So we have plenty of original Black superheroes. We have plenty.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to respond to that comment. Right. Like.
Yeah. I hear you.
We have plenty. They just don't do them right. Like, okay, so So Blade was one of the few
That I do agree.
that was done right.
Mhm.
And I think that was all Wesley Snipes. Right? Like I think that
Yeah.
that he had like a big part in how everything like panned out. So that was
Mhm.
it. Right? Like that was like the equivalent to Ryan Reynolds really taking like the reins on Deadpool. Right?
Right. Makes sense. Yeah.
Right. So like even with Storm, both Storms were crap. Both of them trash. Okay. Garbage. Holly Berry was a trash ass Storm, and whatever her name was, what was the trash?
Was it Alexandra Ship? Her?
Whatever the hell her name was.
I'm surprised I remember that name.
Oh! I know you
From the newer ones, right?
And the
First
newer
class
one.
Yeah.
Last time I checked,
I didn't care too much for her either.
Storm was supposed to be raised in Africa. There's nothing African about neither of those actresses. They cannot pass. Okay, right. They didn't even pretend to put on an accent. None of that. All right. Like they didn't try to pull like a Chadwick, okay, and work on the accent. They say, you know what, I'm just gonna talk the way I talk. Okay, right? So like I'm trying to think of a good so we had T'Challa, right? So we had Chadwick. That was dynamite.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Okay, right? Besides him, we had Luke Cage. Badass series,
No,
right?
they should have did so much more with him.
I'm pretty sure that he's going to get another series. Like give it like
I hope so. I enjoyed that.
Which one was this? I'm sorry, I was looking at the chat.
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage.
Oh yeah. Luke Cage was.
I enjoyed
that. Was great.
Yeah.
It's gonna come back.
So Ben Mighty, any final words before? I mean, unless you got more, you can keep going. But I was gonna say, any other final words before I bring the next person up?
Okay. Let me see here. Yeah. Let me think of some final words. Yeah. I'll probably sign off because I gotta make some protein waffles and eggs. But
see, protein waffles.
But
that's what I need in the morning. I need some protein waffles.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
But like again, it's just Sam is not going to work as Cap. Like no matter where you put him, because of how I outlined everything, because of the reason that I outlined it, right? Like and it's just not going to work because it's already been like a president set that Cap is supposed to be X, Y, and Z, and for some people it is going to be because he's white. For some people, like even though they don't say it, that's going to be the reason. But besides that, it's because you do need the super soldier serum. It like he's not Batman, like he's not Robin. Okay, this is Captain America. So is like that's just like having a Flash without the Speed Force. That's just like having a Lantern without the ring.
Okay.
That's just like having a Spider-Man that can't climb walls, right? So that's what.
Yeah, wouldn't be right.
Right. So like I was telling D that they could have had the Patriot, like if they wanted to do it right, and if they really were dead set on having
Hey, Zombie J.
Right. So if they were really dead set on having like a Black American as the next Cap, then they could have done Eli, right? He's already been doing his thing. If they wanted to bring him into the MCU, the actor that played Eli for that brief bit of time, he looked like he could have been a good Patriot, right?
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
So you bring him in, you make it canon in the comics, and now you have an actual Black American Captain America super soldier. And that would be best case scenario.
When you explained that to me, so when you told that to me, it did make sense though. Like it did. Like Eli Bradley should have been like the newest Captain America, but they just didn't go that route. I mean, in the comics, they just didn't. I mean, maybe they could have done it for the movies or for the shows, but they're trying to emulate from what they did in the comics, and the comics didn't do that.
Maybe it's because Eli is bald with a big head. They should put some hair on him, make him a little bit cooler.
I guess so.
Or maybe Isaiah Bradley could have just came out of retirement and just started kicking butt. Like
we're that.
But I think because of the way he was portrayed in the movies and the show, he wasn't trying to fight for the government.
Nah.
And then based on his backstory, I don't blame him.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
But hey, it's been wonderful talking to you. And again, I'm not a hater, right? You know, like, I got my
no, it's fine. I don't think anyone's a hater. I just want to hear other sides. Yeah, that's all.
See. So
I understand. I just want to.
All right, so Ben Mighty and I go back and forth on these type of things off stream, off camera, and everything. So like, you know, he hears my side, and then I hear his side, and then we try to compare. And you know, look, even though there may be some things I may not agree with him on, I do try to hear him out and understand where he's coming from. And he does bring up some good points. So
yeah, exactly.
But no, so when he was explaining this to me, I was like, okay, all right, then no, that makes sense, because he's a little bit more comic book savvy than I am. So some information I know it's because of him. It's because of you. Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
I had to give you a shout out.
Thank you,
Now,
that's what I wanted to hear too, from like a comic book perspective as well, you know, and that's what I was looking for, because everybody keeps talking about the movies. I'm like, what about the comic? Do you like it there or do you not? And you guys are giving me that insight.
You can still give your opinions or what your thoughts are on this, regardless. But it's all good. Ben Mighty, if you don't have anything else, I do appreciate you being here. You said you're pretty much going to sign out altogether, right? Or are you going to hang for a little bit?
No, I'm going to sign out altogether.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, Ben. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for your input. And hey, you're always welcome on here anytime, man.
Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
All
right.
All right.
See ya.
Peace. All right. That was a good one.
Yeah.
I see Rangerverse is in the building here. And somebody else was in the back, and they just pretty much he's back here. He's back here. All right. Next person I'm gonna bring up, and I know he's pretty much gonna be in line of what Ben Mighty and Brent are saying. So let's give it up to my other mod, Mr. Black Dragon Alec of Black Dragon.
What up?
I only see that.
Well, that shirt. It's nice in color.
Yeah, I got it in Jamaica.
Yeah. Okay. Is that where you're coming from? You're just coming back from Jamaica?
No, it's like 3. This is 3 years ago. It's 3 years ago.
I was asking a question.
No. I wish I came from there. To be honest, it's nice up there. It's really nice up there. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's Bar Marley glazing for sure. Which I wanna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm for some Bob Marley.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I couldn't text much though in the chat because I was at work though, so There's stuff I can't
Oh,
say that because YouTube is a trip, man.
no, you're good. I was getting ready to beat you up. You
You
kept saying
clearly,
he
you, you,
sucked. I'm
you,
like,
you clearly,
tell
oh,
me
you
why.
you clearly shared your thoughts in the chat, so I already know what your thoughts on this
Well,
are.
that was for you, DG. I gotta say something that says someone sucks, otherwise it's not me.
Yeah, the opposite.
You know,
of it.
I
Yeah.
gotta say it every time.
And what, just like what you say, Jason Red Ranger sucks.
Oh yeah. I see Rangerverse. Hey, Rangerverse. Jason Red Ranger sucks. Okay, you understand? He needs to
All right.
stop frauding people. Stop it. Just stop it.
All right. Well, we're not. Well, unfortunately, we're not talking about Power Rangers right now.
I know. I
so,
just had to say that for him. I had to say that for him. I had to say that for you.
I promise, guys, we're gonna get back to Power Rangers. I promise, we're gonna get back to Power
Yeah.
Rangers.
All right.
Yeah. But my thing is when it comes to movies, and this is to Bobby. I saw him, he or she in the chat earlier. I couldn't say nothing because I was at work.
Oh,
When it
okay.
comes to characters, it doesn't matter if they're black or white. It has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with that. When it comes to me, I've been a film critic. I've been a film critic though since since I can walk. Like, because my first TV show was Cops. I used to love watching Cops. Cops the
yeah.
show. Yeah.
Oh,
when
yes,
people
yes,
get
yes.
arrested and
Yeah.
stuff. It's hilarious.
Mhm.
But my first
Yeah.
serious movie I have watched ever, before I saw Spider-Man, was Troy with Brad Pitt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When it comes to that, that's one of those stories you cannot mess up. You can't mess that up. You got to do your research. You got to do your
Right.
background checks, fact check everything, because you got to get the stories right because they're like set in stone in the books like from years ago.
It's history. Yeah.
So when it comes to Brad Pitt, and this is how I judge like any character because Brad Pitt's only in the movie for like 20 minutes, like all together.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, all together, all together.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
it,
this-
but I heard about it.
Yeah, because it's mainly about like Paris, Hector, and it's pretty much about those arsenals. And then Achilles is just a murderer, killer, born killer, and everything. And
The movie Troy, right? I'm sorry.
the one that got shot in his ankle by the bow and arrow.
My eyes are in 10 different directions right now.
Yeah.
My
I'm talking years ago.
Yeah, when the movie Troy came out, right? Yeah, I remember that movie. Yeah.
But
he
when
was
you
definitely
watch-
in it for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's only 20. He's not in there a long time, though. You would think it's about him, most people. I said, no, it's really not. He's an antagonist. He's the antagonist. He only gets interesting during the war and the fight scenes. When Hector kills his cousin and things like that. And it's all about a revenge plot type of deal from there. But Brad Pitt, though, he grabs your attention. Like the writing, the way they had character. And yeah, I talk about the writing, but Brad Pitt, he kind of just took over the character. He became that character. Because I honestly believe actors ad-lib a lot when it comes to movies. I think writing is just like a direction that they give them. Hey, yeah, this is the script or whatever. They say probably like a third of the lines is in the movie. I think a lot of it's preparation and things like that. But get into the topic. When it comes to characters, and sometimes it's the actor too. Sometimes it's the actor. Maybe it's I'm an Anthony fan or not. Maybe I'm not. It could be that. But it's just like you gotta fit the role for me though. You gotta fit it. Like, and this is like an opinion. It's all opinions, no facts. I'm saying it's all like. He didn't have the same development as Steve Rogers, and it has nothing to do with the movies. Before someone starts saying, "Oh, it's because you only had one movie," blah blah blah. No. Same thing happened with Black Panther. He came in, small little cameo in Civil War, right? And then the very next movie is Black Panther. So there's not much, and there's people that go see the movie that had no idea who Black Panther is or nothing. Because when I went to the Rangerverse, yes, I know the new movie's out though now.
Yeah, we saw it. Yeah. We know. Stay on topic.
Yeah, I know you're trying to say stuff for everyone. But like, when it came to Black Panther 1, I wanted to go see the movie, it was like a standing
Mhm.
ovation. You know, it was
Oh
like
yeah.
it was people like us packed the movie theater.
Oh
And
yeah.
only time I ever seen the movie theater packed like that ever. Even the Baka movie wasn't like that. It was more like a
Right.
mix because that was the thing. It wasn't about race. It wasn't about when it came to
Mhm.
stuff. But when it came to Black Panther, it was like a culture thing. And then Chadwick Boseman was on the rise from that point on anyway.
Chadwick was my.
Because he
Ooh,
did 42,
sorry.
he did James Brown,
Get on up.
um,
Yeah.
The Bridge, 21
The
Bridge.
bridges.
You know, so he was on the uprise. 42 also. If I didn't say that.
42.
So you already have a likable actor that people like seeing.
Yeah.
So when he's in this movie, you'd be like, oh, we got to definitely see that because I seen him in this, I seen him in this. But when it comes
Yeah.
to Anthony, what we're used to seeing is him being a sidekick all this time.
Yeah.
You know, like, and then he's not only a sidekick, he's wearing Stark Tech. Didn't Tony Stark build his suit and everything?
Mm-hmm.
I would say probably the first.
Yeah.
In the movie,
Yeah.
though.
In the yeah.
So the movie, the very first suit that he had, I guess it was from the military. I think I don't know if it was Stark Tech. I don't think it was Stark Tech. I think when he came onto the Avengers, I'm gonna assume that's probably Stark Tech. I'm assumption.
Yeah. That's what I was saying because Stark built a couple suits like Spider-Man suit. A couple things. The Iron Spider. You know, so it was like little things. Like it took me a while to become a Tom Holland fan. It took me a while because at first he was just an annoying kid with the suit on. That's how I'm used to Tobey Maguire. I'm used to the seriousness and all.
Right.
Same. You know, but
I felt like that in a way. Yeah.
But then I had to realize though, hey, they're not going off that version of Spider-Man. They're going off the newer version, like the Spectacular Spider-Man. I keep mentioning to people, it's the Spectacular Spider-Man that you're seeing because he was more kid-like. Because he was more kid-like. Even though he had one season, my guy. But if you watch it all, he's more kid-like. You know, a teenager acting like doing childish things. So Tom Holland is that he fits that scenario. You know, so then we get to No Way Home. Hey, he's got, and the same thing with him. He had a proper development. You know, yeah, it took him more movies, but Black Panther did it in one movie.
True.
Yeah, Black Panther did it in one. As soon as you saw that first one, you're hooked on him. You hooked on to him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you didn't get another one because of rest in peace. But like,
yeah,
because he was set to get like 3 more movies. He was set to definitely get 3
I
more.
believe it.
You know,
I believe it. Shoot, that movie was phenomenal.
Yeah,
he
but
did
I
great.
think, but I think what happened to Anthony was one COVID that messed everything up.
Obviously,
and all the reshoots and the rewrites because Disney was failing for a little bit, especially the TV shows, which they started off great with WandaVision. I liked it. Some people didn't that I know that it because they didn't like the whole sitcom stuff. I said, well, that's part of.
That's just what it is. Just what it is. Yeah.
She created this whole world. All of it is an illusion, but it's you trying to figure out
me a
how
bit to realize that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My personal opinion, they should have just released the whole thing fully, like they do on Netflix. Just watch the whole thing. You would have got the whole story, and I guarantee the critics are different. The reviews will be different. Like, it's just when you see that first episode, I get it because you're like, "What is this?" You know?
Right? Exactly.
You know? Because it's just the next thing after Endgame. It's like right afterwards, so you're like, "Oh," because you're all up in this high school. High peak, and then you just send us a sitcom thing. You know, that's why like, you just set the whole season. You won't get this, and I'm just looking at it from a movie standpoint. I know Ben was talking about more the comic stuff, as I'm just looking at it as a movie thing. It's like, but when you go see a movie, Captain America, it's like Anthony. We kind of still look at him as a psychic. My personal reason, I don't think he's got that. I don't think they gave him enough time to. Honestly, he should have got a movie like later down the line, you know, to fully develop his character where people like him, and like type of deal. So then when you put Anthony, you put his name out there, They said, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy my tickets now, man. Oh yeah. And because if you look at even other, I don't even really, and it's just probably me, I don't know other movies that's box office that he's in, type of deal.
Mhm.
Besides the MCU, and I know he's talking now though. Anthony's talking about on podcast stuff because of politics, how people looking at Black. I was like, dude, Chadwick Boseman
Yeah.
was the prime example. It had nothing to do with race, guys. It's just about, and most of the time it's the people working on the movie that shouldn't be directing a movie at all. And then sometimes it's too many chefs in the kitchen.
Mhm.
Because that's what happened. That's what happened with Star Wars. They have too many people giving ideas. And that happens. That happens in the big leagues where they all want to get their ideas. Like it happened to Sam Raimi, Spider-Man, 2007.
Yeah.
The third movie, same thing. Sam Raimi came out and said he had an original story where it was just Sandman in the movie with Spider-Man, but then he came into New Goblin, then Venom in there, and
Yeah.
to a point where it was all over the place. And that's why I felt like Captain America was. Don't get me wrong, Harrison Ford is excellent.
Oh yeah.
And I know
Of
he
course.
was replacing what's his name because he passed away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I think it just needed more
Kurt.
time for development, personally.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I feel like his characters needed more time to develop as Cap instead of just like throwing him in there and then seeing how it's gonna do and whatnot. But like you were saying earlier, COVID messed up things, the reshoots and
Yeah.
everything. I mean, and then the fact that their movies weren't doing so well, like they couldn't go through their timeline as planned. That's what I keep going back to. Like, had they really planned this out a lot better and had their other movies did just as good or a lot better, they could have still kept things going. But the fact of the matter is that, with Cap, with Brave New World, they rushed it. They did the reshoots. They did a lot of switching up. And I don't know, I guess, that's probably what led to its some downfall. I mean, I think it still did decent in the box office, but like it could have did a lot better had they really planned it out and just like maybe kept some of those earlier shoots in.
Honestly, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman saved them, like right afterwards.
Mhm.
Even though that movie, personally, I tell everyone this that's a Deadpool fan. I'm like, don't get me wrong, Deadpool and Wolverine, fun movie, fun family gathering movie. I still prefer Deadpool 1 out of all three.
Mhm.
Deadpool
Yeah.
1 is like the best Deadpool movie out of all of them because they had a strict story. It knew what it wanted to be. It didn't try to be nothing more than what it was. Deadpool and Wolverine, it felt like they was trying new things and everything, and it was more fan service of a movie. Because if you really look at it, why was Deadpool and Vanessa apart? They didn't really develop that part in the story, right? He hasn't been Deadpool in a while. Well, how does that connect from Deadpool 2? I get they try to do it with he's trying to join the Avengers, he's trying to do this stuff. But then he realizes it just felt like you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I see it.
You know what I'm talking about.
I think we'll have to save that for another stream.
yeah, it's a fun movie, but but it was enough though to save them though. It was enough to where the Marvel can keep going and everything.
I mean, I went to see it for the plot, which was Hugh Jackman. So,
I was just glad that Channing Tatum finally got his role as Gambit. It took him 20 years to make it happen. I don't know what the heck was. Yeah, Geek said you got to tell me about that about Channing Tatum. Why did it take him 20 years? You got to tell me about that.
20 years. Wow.
I know, right?
You have to tell me about that. But yeah, that's my thing is, and I because even when I went to go to the fan event for Captain America, it was pretty cool. They gave the Captain keychains and all. It had the Cap shield and everything. Yeah, it just felt like there was something missing,
Yeah.
It just felt like something was missing in the movie. And I do agree with Geeks. I think Incredible Hulk, it should have been a different villain. personally.
She should have been it should have been a different villain, or they
Because
could
you
have
didn't really get to
kept
see
it with
him
Sidewinder.
fight. You really didn't get to see Anthony fight somebody. Like
Right.
really like down to the teeth. With
Yeah.
Steve Rogers, you always got that. You always got that. That's part of why I was saying I prefer Steve
Yeah.
Rogers movies over Anthony's. And yeah, and I'm talking about the first movie. Even the first movie, if you look at the first movie, he still got, even though it's my least favorite, Winter Soldier is the best one out of all of them.
Yeah.
But the first one,
Yeah.
despite the origin story, he still got the kick ass though.
It did, no, but yeah, but Winter Soldier really did, because like that was more so into like the modern times. He pretty much assimilated to modern times after like the first Avengers and everything. So like, you know, and Winter Soldier, it was just well put together. Like, look, I saw the movie like 3 times. You know,
Oh, Gaesip, you're not lying, man. It is the best movie out of.
like
For
yeah,
sure,
like no, it is no. I think Captain America: Winter Soldier is probably the best Captain America movie. That
Oh
came
no,
out.
correction,
67.
DG. He said the best Marvel movie. That's what the comment says. That's what he said.
No, it was
Oh,
it was
no.
very but like it was really, really well put together. Like the way they did everything, the way they set that up, the way they told that story, and just how things was just like coming crashing down and everything from SHIELD and whatnot. They really did that well. Like I said, I admit that was a very good Cap movie. Marvel movie, I guess I could say that too. It was a very phenomenal
It was
Marvel
like the
movie.
world turned against him. That it's one of
Like-
those underdog stories. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like when you thought that SHIELD, you know, with the way how SHIELD fell and whatnot. And I liked how they incorporated it with Agents of SHIELD TV series back then, because I was like watching that, and then when I saw the movies, like because that was the time when they was trying to connect the Marvel movies to Agents
Right.
of SHIELD. So I'm like, okay, I gotta see the movie. Now I gotta see the show. Because the show reference the movie. And I like how the show changes dynamics based off the events of Winter Soldier. I was
Right.
like, oh snap! Like I was hooked at that time. I'm like, snap! I'm about to watch this.
Oh, and zombie. Here's the question: when people say they fall asleep in movies, I always question, well, what time of the day did you go see the movie? Did you want at 7 o'clock? Did you want at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock? It's more than likely
You need to
fell
hit that
asleep.
link and talk about this with us. You need to hit the link and talk about this with
But you know what I mean, though, because I
Yeah.
switched up my times when I go see movies. Now I go at like around 4 o'clock or 3 because that's when I'm most awake. I can enjoy a movie.
Right.
But when I'm like
Yeah.
8 o'clock or 9 o'clock movies, I am fighting to stay awake. It don't matter how good the movie is. It does not matter.
That is very true.
Oh, okay.
Well, zombie,
Yeah.
that explains it. You're probably on your couch, right? You were on your couch watching the movie, right? Right.
It's at a cafe,
And
but
yeah. So I got you.
No.
yeah.
Well, zombie, you got to change up your ways how you watch movies. Go to the theater and sit in the seat and watch the movie. Just a thought. You don't. You can take it or leave it. You could say "F you, Alec." F you. I'm gonna do what I want.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think I'm not seeing anybody else hit the link, so I'm just gonna bring Brent up.
Okay.
If y'all want to like exchange knowledge. Brent, are you ready?
Hi.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey. Oh,
you say you
Lord,
don't
where you
like
go?
people.
You don't like
Aw.
people. You know you can rent a theater out, right?
I don't like people.
You can rent out a theater when you're there by yourself.
Hey, for a fun. Well,
I'm about to say,
yeah,
fun fact,
I would
don't either.
say. I was gonna say like when we go to the movies, we try to go as early as possible with
Yeah, I
as
don't
little
like
people as
A
possible.
lot of people either. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah. This
But
next couple weeks,
I know
it's
it's not
crazy.
gonna happen. But I know it's not gonna happen when Spider-Man comes out. When Spider-Man comes out, everybody's gonna
Oh,
be in
God,
there.
Everybody will be there.
You won't have that problem with Legend of the White Dragon though when that comes out.
You know what? You wrong for that one.
He not lying though. When you go look at
You know,
the
it's
ticket-
funny. It's funny you said that, Brent. It's funny you said that. I was actually gonna do like a reaction.
Oh my gosh.
I was gonna do a reaction,
Oh,
either a
but yes, I
reaction
can't with
stream
y'all.
or a reaction video to it. But then I saw that everybody and their mom has done a review on it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
nothing is anybody in here who has done a review on it. I know Rangerous did. It was a good one, but like I'm like, you know what? I can't even review the trailer. I'd rather just talk about it maybe like when it
After
comes
it
out.
comes out.
You know, right after it comes out officially.
Yeah.
I hope.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. The movie theater right next to PMC is not even sold out.
Mhm.
Think about this.
You can still get a ticket today.
You
yeah,
can
I
still
saw
get a
it.
ticket today. I'm not lying. You get a ticket today to see that movie across the street from Power Morphicon, where literally the cast is there.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I mean,
Jeez.
no, I'm not. It's. Go to their website. You'll see there's seats of it. I mean, they're not the good seats, but you would think that with this movie, you would think that people would be struggling to get a seat, especially when the cast is going to be in town.
Right.
mean,
you
this-
would think.
We'll talk about this later.
Right.
Well, I don't know about cinema spinning me dead because the theater was for Spider-Man in my theater. It is like packed out. Like only seats are available is at the very front.
Yeah.
So it's pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
right in that front row.
Right.
But when I
This
want
is
to
just a
go see,
random
like-
theater, and this is not like across the street from where Tom Holland lives. This is just a random theater, and it's packed.
Mhm.
Like Legend of the White
you were falling
Dragon.
asleep to these movies.
Mhm.
Hey, don't worry, man. Hey, look, hey, why can't be sleeping to some of the DC animated movies?
Well,
Hey.
I'm
well,
joking,
I
I'm
think
joking,
she
I'm
prefers
joking.
live action. DG. I think that's what she's trying to tell.
Maybe that's what it is. And then
She's
I don't
like-
know.
She's like, hey, yo, what is this
But
stuff?
we
I
watch
know,
them
Cole. I know,
after
Cole.
I eat, and when I eat, I get sleepy.
I'm just picking with
Maybe
you.
I need to not eat first. I watch these movies when I'm full, so I go to sleep.
But that's why they got to keep making those movies, Cole, to keep money coming in. So
Right, Didi? You just threw me right under the bus. You see what, Didi? I agree.
But
You
yeah,
threw me
but
right
Brent
out
went
there.
lying though. I went to go check though the theater in Jacksonville.
She knows I'm joking.
It's
but
like
anyway.
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
two seats.
Yeah, I'm
bought.
good at
It's like 2 seats taken in there.
2 seats, and
Yeah.
they're probably they're there to see Jason and Frank. Imagine if Jason and Frank wasn't part of this movie.
No one would care, man.
Yeah.
No one would.
Just-
It'd be empty.
Yeah.
Like most of these
No one would
people
care.
are
Let me,
just, or they're using
I
that
have-
seat to like AMC. You book the seat, and then you use this like a random theater, like a random show. You just use that, and then they sneak into another theater. I've seen this is.
Oh,
No, this
Lord.
is with AMC. You buy a ticket for like a
I've done
random
that
ticket.
myself.
Oh yeah, and then that's
Oh,
probably what
yeah.
some people are doing with this movie. They're like, Legend of the White Dragon. What is that? No, I
Yeah.
want to see this movie,
No.
but the seats are terrible. I'm gonna take my chance and buy the cheap seat. So I get in the theater, and then they go. I don't do that because I have a list, but some people they do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look
So-
at
They
you,
do.
Mr. A-list.
No, AMC A-list. Yeah, I re-enrolled. Yeah.
Let me bring this other person up.
Okay.
Just slightly going back to topic here.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Connor.
Oh, Ian.
Yeah.
How are you guys?
Ian
Hi,
Connor had to come
Ian.
up though.
Hey,
Hear Legend of the
how
White
are you?
Dragon. He's like, I gotta pop up there right now.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if a lot of people were going to hit the link and everything, so that's why I was like trying to let people up one by one. But no, but here we are. What's your take on this? Because I think you're in line with everybody else, most of the people in the comments,
That's why I was like, I really
including
don't have
including
anything.
my boy that was up here, including my boy
yeah,
that was up here.
yeah.
Between y'all two, you were like, nah, both.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Dang, man.
No, I really like that guy's takes. Like he had some really
Yeah.
great takes on the subject.
Now, Ian,
Mhm.
just to let you know, now just like you have your buddies that you probably stream with and everything. I try my best to catch your streams. I just look at it on a replay.
I make trash content anywhere, except when Brent's up there.
Man, you good, man. You good.
When Brent's not up
good,
there,
man.
like it's trash
You're
content.
good.
I promise
but
you.
I'm trying to say that he's one of my no. Now he is one of my closest friends that like we've known each other for years. Like we grew up together.
Boom, you can tell by you guys' dynamic, like 100%.
Yeah.
Dang, Cole, what's up with that, man?
What happened?
I said, I'll set this one out, man. You gonna sit on the sidelines? Come on, man.
It beats like that.
He put up some good stuff about what he was saying earlier.
Yeah.
It's all good.
No, Cole, that's not good enough, man.
I see you, Sean Franklin. How are you? but go ahead.
I was about to say, I thought you was gonna let someone else like come up here for these. You know what I mean? Like, boom, because just I have to throw it out there. You know, my Captain America is just better than you guys' is Captain America. I was waiting.
Were you enjoying the music earlier?
I was waiting the entire time for someone to just say it. No one said it.
No, I didn't say it this time. But I don't know how you know I was ready for you to say it, Alec. I was waiting.
Oh Lord,
you never said it.
I can't be predictable. You got to be. It's like this movie that's coming out in August. It's that the one that's unpredictable. It's very predictable. You know exactly what's going to happen because the plot's been out there forever. You got to be unpredictable. So you never know when I'm going to say something. I just come out with it.
Facts. You're like the master that we have in the black community. You're like another Jamie Foxx. You know what I mean? Unpredictable.
Not the Jamie Foxx, man. You better check that.
Oh jeez. Anyway, guys. Let me bring up.
Because I don't think Jamie Foxx though. I think of Django, man. I think of Django.
Big Django. Man, I always think when I think of Jamie Foxx, I think of that first album. But just to get away my thoughts, like man, it's like I hate to parrot this like talking point, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna do it just for I cannot not see this guy as like your mom's this guy's a gangster. This real name's Clarence. Like you're Clarence, bro. Like stop it. Like you're not a superhero. Whose superhero is this guy? Like who looks at him as a superhero?
Everybody still remembers him as Clarence. He's like, no, man.
I was trying to be nice. I didn't even want to mention Clarence.
For sure. He's Clarence.
That's why I was mentioning, though, like when you look at, that's why I was mentioning Troy. Well, for Brad Pitt, though, in the movie, you get intimidated when you see him. But when you see this guy, though, you just got to have a likable face, man.
I wouldn't say Anthony Mackie is a bad actor, right? I like him as an actor, right?
Wait, you say he's a bad actor?
No, I say I wouldn't say he's a bad actor. I've seen him in stuff that I like, right? It's just this movie, bro. Like, man, I'm talking about like his solo Captain America movie. You know what I mean? It's like you have better Captain America movies and you're just throwing this guy as like Captain America. It's almost disrespectful in a sense to him as an actor. And to the character itself, you know what I mean? Because it's like we've had all these movies that we fell in love with Steve Rogers, you know what I mean? And then just after, like at the end of Endgame, he gets handed the shield. Now you get Falcon in the Winter Soldier TV show, which was okay, you know what I mean? But then, boom, you just throw him into his own solo Captain America movie. It's not going to perform well, in my opinion, you know what I mean? Because it's like... It's like we fell in love with this property already. It's a thing already. It's like saying like, hey, let's make a Static Shock movie, but Virgil isn't Static Shock. We're gonna make Tom Holland Static Shock. You know what I mean? And let's throw that out there, people, and let's see what this does in the ether. You know what I mean? And I hate to say that, but it's like I feel as though they did set him up to fail. You know what I mean? They must have
Everybody's saying that. Everybody's saying that.
This was their plan. Their plan was like, oh, this is like the black community is going to come out in droves for this. You know what I mean? It's their Captain America. When it's like we we're grown now, and we're like
Just
so
did
far.
DDH is like, no, don't put that into the universe.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know they'll do it. You know what I mean? Even if they feel like, hey, we can pander, you know what I mean, to like a specific audience for their dollars. You know what I mean? Like, let's do it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, what's in the comics? They probably like take little certain things from the comics and be like, oh, well, Sam was a Captain America too. You know, let's throw that out there in the movie. And it's like somebody was like, yes, the black community is gonna go crazy. It's Martin Luther King's birthday. Like, let's get it. Like, we can get these dollars from them. And they thought we was just gonna be like, yeah, let's go for this. Like, no, we don't want this.
It came out on Valentine's Day of all days.
On Valentine's Day. So I'm gonna take my lady. I'm about to take my lady.
Yeah, but listen though, if Tom Holland was Static Shock, it wouldn't be Static Shock. It would be Spider-Man dressed up like Static Shock. Let's be freaking real. Let's be freaking real.
And that's all this is. It's Falcon dressed up as Captain America.
But it
And it's
also
like, hey-
came out on Black History Month. It also came out on Black History Month.
Oh
telling.
yeah.
Go in
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
Go now. But it's like that's telling, you know what I mean? Like we know who you guys are pandering to, you know what I mean? We don't want it. Give us, like somebody said in the comments, give us a Blue Marvel movie. We would have came out there. Give us
Oh
a
yeah, I
Luke
saw
Cage
that
movie.
comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would have came out in droves for a Luke Cage movie. You know what I mean? Like as a community, just as like. But it's like, hey, you guys are like giving us like Steve Rogers hand-me-downs right now. Like we don't want that. Like
Oh,
no
Cole, you're right on that one. Yeah,
I see what he's saying.
he has a lot of Spider-Man fans. Yeah, that's true.
Big facts. Nah. I agree
No,
with that.
you know, it'll take him a little while, Cole. Just give him like 10 more years.
He was cooking here when he said this. Your taste change when you get older. Of course, the earlier Steve stuff is ranked higher because when you start ticking over in your 30s and 40s, you give less of an F about this stuff.
Thank you. And that's what I'm like.
Doing a Sam Wilson cap needed to happen 7 years ago. Coincidentally, when Endgame happened, by that point the party is over.
That's what I'm saying.
It was the end of an era.
Yeah, they're trying to
Yeah.
reboot the franchise, and we was like, hey, we need a new Captain America. Like, we can't pay this guy another billion. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, let's give it to this character, and it's like, hey, we got the built-in like marketing for it. It's like we're gonna drop it Black History Month. He's a black guy. We're gonna have Harrison. Who was it? Harrison Ford in it. But we're gonna put Harrison. Yeah, we're gonna put Harrison Ford for some star power. Like this is gonna do numbers. Flops.
Oh.
Harrison Ford saved that movie without because his
100%.
performance was the best. He was an upgrade. I mean, I know the other actor passed away, which is unfortunate, but Harrison Ford was an upgrade. He was phenomenal in that. He was the best part of
Let's be
Captain
real.
America:
That's
Brave
why
New
a
World.
lot of people, let's say from other communities, went and saw that movie. Oh, Harrison Ford's in this movie.
Harrison Ford is in it, and he
We're
wants
gonna
to
go
be
see
in
it.
it because of the money.
Because it's like everybody wants to be a part of this franchise. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
this is the go-to. Like if you're a Hollywood actor, it's like now we got this thing with Odyssey, so we might see like a transition from the superhero genre these days with like some real like good movies in the future. But it's
Cole,
yeah.
you're tripping.
Sorry. Omega Ranger says
Hold on,
this is my good friend here. He said, personally, while I like Sam as Cat, I would love to see a Falcon movie with Bucky and Shang-Chi that would have gave the reason why Sam wanted Shang-Chi for the Avengers.
100%.
Plus, Sam needs to work on his fighting skills.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Facts. We can't even give him the
Damn.
prep time excuse. You know what I mean? It's like he's like who, like he got, and he still came through with the Falcon stuff. You know what I mean? It's like you could have just stayed Falcon, bro. Like we liked you as Falcon. Now him transitioning into Captain America, that's where it's gonna turn a lot of people off. It's like, hey, we have a Captain America. We don't want you. It's the same. Okay, because I heard your buddy talking, right? It's the same thing that happened when Dick Grayson became Batman in the comics. You know what I mean? It's like everybody rejected that. You know, we love Dick Grayson as Robin. he's like arguably like one of the greatest Robin, you know what I mean? But when he transitions and becomes Batman, we don't want that. Like Bruce Wayne is Batman, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
But was he temporarily Batman when Bruce Wayne got his back broken by Bane? Pause.
I believe that's what happened, and it was another time in another comic where he became Batman when he was like, I believe Bruce was dead or something, or he went missing.
Yeah.
But what you were saying, Alex?
I was saying though, well, it's like they were trying to get the Miles Morales effect.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how Miles Morales, so he had to deal with the racism and all that too, though, when he became Spider-Man. And I think that was the death of Spider-Man after Peter Parker died, got shot in the leg, and all that. Which, honestly, the cartoon is doing it justice. They kind of did sell that last movie. You felt and I like Spider-Man 2099, but he was an asshole in that last movie. Straight up, I felt like, man, I don't think I just think they got on like black folks because he was the only black Spider-Man besides Spider-Punk in the movie. You know?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
And Spider-Punk's like telling him what to do. He said, "Yeah, do this, man." Do this,
I
man.
know, right? That was funny. he didn't even want to be there. He's like, oh snap! He about to get started.
He sounded like
about
McCarthy,
to
man.
get started. He's like, dude, do this. All right.
Good.
I'm out.
Oh, I know Cole though, but I'm just gonna say it. He was an asshole. He just didn't like Miles, man. And Miles said, "No, I'm doing my own damn thing." That's what he said. I want to see that in live action, though. I kind of want to see it, but with Miles, though, you got to get the right actor. You got to get the right person.
Before that, Mike, you just came to the party late. So, what's your take on this topic?
Michael has been patiently waiting. This
Sorry,
whole time.
I didn't mean it like that. Mike. You know I didn't mean it like that.
All right.
Since you were the last person to show up, I want to ask you, what is your thoughts on the topic? Is Sam Wilson a good Captain America? What are your thoughts on that?
All right. To me, when he became a Captain America, he was pretty solid. Listen, you know, whoever Steve give him the shield, and but here's the biggest thing you should never do: put in the museum or wherever it is to give it to John Walker. But I truly get that. But the fact is, when I got nothing against Anthony Mackie because he's a good actor. It's the way that like I don't even know if it was a writing or something, or for Brave New World or something. It's just I mean when I watch Brave New World, I thought it was very good, but when I watch it, it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Like the only one that's cooking is Harrison Floyd as the Red Hulk. That's it. So Anthony Mackie's character, I really enjoyed his character, but the fact is I like him in the Falcon one. But so I'm gonna say he's pretty solid. No hate on anything. He's just a solid character. That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He's a solid character.
Appreciate the thoughts. I see you with the shield.
That's what I'm saying. He must be hiding from not letting me say anything. So that's why he must be hiding something. I don't know what he's doing.
No, I'm gonna keep my comment to myself though. It's something I saw on TikTok earlier. I'm gonna keep it to myself right now.
Okay.
Man,
DJ's like, he's like, okay, about the topic. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Let's get back to the topic, please.
All right. We good, bro. We good.
Any other thoughts on this, guys?
Yeah, Mike Cat trying to let us know. My Captain America is better than yours.
I think you guys mentioned South Park, right? Into the Pandaverse. You guys I think Alec mentioned that the South Park special, or maybe you mentioned a different South Park.
No, my Ben Mighty did.
Okay, so that special, I think, shines a light into the real problems. It is voiced by Janisha Adams Ginyard. She was the part of the Dora Milaje in Black Panther. I think Infinity War. She was the Dora Milaje in Falcon the Winter Soldier, actually. She's the one that throws a spear, and John Walker's shield is like stuck to the wall. So she was the reason why John Walker took the serum, because he got his ass kicked by the Dora Milaje. She voiced the Cartman in this special. And I think that episode is so good because it shines a light into a topic people don't want to talk about. There's a line that Kyle in South Park says, you're taking Miles Morales is an original. We talk about Miles. He's an original IP with an original story. People are perceiving Captain America as you're just taking the same old Captain America and putting Anthony Mackie in it. You're just substituting and replacing just for scoring points. And I think this is why there's so much backlash. And I think going forward, I think you need to build the character up in a little bit better before I think there should have been more build up before he became Captain America, or maybe not make him Captain America. With Doomsday, they're going to probably replace him, and it's going to be Chris Evans again. So, this, we'll see though.
Let's hope. We can only hope.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
He says clearly hope.
Well,
He's
supposedly
they're gonna have a scene in there. It's like, Sam, my shield, please.
My shield.
My shield.
Mine.
And then at the end, he's gonna. And then at the end, Steve's gonna be like, "My Captain America is better than yours."
I think we all might need to collectively, get the rights for that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I know, right?
Just in case.
Did you remember?
We need to have that on the T-shirt.
Did you remember what Wesley Snipes said on Deadpool and Wolverine? I am the only bleed. There's only going to be one bleed.
Oh yes.
That's what Steve Rogers would say. There's only one Captain America. There will only be one Captain America.
If he said that on Doomsday, that'll be cinema.
Oh
Yes.
man, but when Blaze said that was definitely like a shot towards the other one that was being made.
And then he got canceled right after that.
Right after.
Coincidences.
I'm like, yeah.
Right, and Wesley Snipes was in a lot of trouble in real life he was found guilty in trial. He was welcomed in Hall H at San Diego Comic-Con, and he made that entrance in Deadpool Wolverine, and there's only one blade. It's just kind of like, wow, that's how popular the character was. His character is. So, I mean, Deadpool Wolverine saved the MCU.
He went to jail. Yeah, he
3
got
years, I
convicted
think,
for tax evasion, bro. Like, is that
is
that a real crime, bro?
Like,
he's like, I'm gonna keep my money to myself. That's about it. Like, you know what I mean?
That's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard he did something back then. Yeah.
I think I ain't even heard, but I didn't expect it. So
That's what I heard.
He still got it though. I gave him that though. He still got it.
and it's a funny thing that Blaze said, retarded.
Dude, come on, man! You can't say that on here.
Excuse my language. So it's just in my head right now.
We do not support or condone anything that Michael says.
Yeah, forgive me.
No, Mike Johnson, you keep on.
No, but I know what you said though. Yeah, the R word. He didn't want to
challenge.
My channel canceled.
Yeah. So
we apologize to the challenge.
DG, you have nothing to worry about. I've seen much worse, and there's other channels that are still surviving. So this is not going to kill your channel. But yeah, we should try to. So don't worry too much. Trust me. I've seen worse than other guys. Trust me. I've seen worse.
We all know DG's hands are shaking right now. He's just hoping that y'all stop.
I know mine are. It ain't even my stream. Like, oh Lord.
Nah, we good.
No,
I was
if they
about to
didn't
go
take
off
down,
camera, like,
because something happened on my channel, like a troll came on and he like did something, and they didn't take down mine, and he showed like how can I put it, pornographic
yeah.
material on
Oh
there.
God!
yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I think
I
I,
saw
I think
Oh
I,
yeah.
I think I caught a glimpse of that. I didn't know what
I
the hell
was-
happened. I was just like,
Yeah, I
oh,
was
okay.
watching live when
It
that
literally
happened.
happened like that,
Like that.
like that.
Oh
Mhm.
wow.
I was like, what
All
in the
I was like,
world?
I hope Ian's on
People
that,
are
man.
crazy.
But that whatchamacallit, people try to, nuke things, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? So it's worse stuff out here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
Cole. Oh, Cole. I just saw what you said. You said Wesley Snipes says, "I'm the only Blade." Totally forgetting that a TV series is this. You ain't the only one, champ. Haha.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
You should
That
send that
is
to Wesley
true.
Snipes to see what he says.
I know,
Fuck,
right?
yeah, facts. Sticky Fingers was Blade, wasn't it? That was a
Yeah.
good show.
Oh,
That's
oh
true.
yeah, it was.
I don't think I've ever really. I know that he was in there, but I never really saw
I haven't
it
Yeah,
like
wasn't he in
that.
What If? Isn't there a Blade in What If?
I believe so.
No.
100%.
No, that's the other act. That's
I
the
don't
other
think
act.
so. No.
Yeah,
No.
but it was a different actor though, right? It was a Blade, and I think it was a zombie, Marvel Zombies. I think it was.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's
maybe.
Muhammad.
Maybe it was in Marvel Zombies. I didn't look at Marvel Zombies.
Yeah, I didn't watch.
That's my. What is that actor name? Who's to play the new Blade or something?
Is it
That
Inshallah.
Ali,
Marshala Ali? I think.
Yeah,
Ali.
Muhammad Ali.
Marshala Ali.
My bad if I'm butchering your name. Shout out
Professor
to you, by the
Markham
way.
X. Oh, you trying to start trouble with my
Nah,
person?
nah,
What
I've
is
seen
wrong
that.
with you?
You trying to
I've
start
seen
trouble?
that.
Wasn't he in Luke? He was in Luke Cage. But there's multiple there's multiple characters.
No. The Brent is funny you said that because he was definitely a different character in Luke Cage.
Right.
Yeah, he was.
He was called Cottonmouth.
Cottonmouth.
Yeah.
Got to stop. Yeah, gotta
That's
stop these names.
wild.
That's wild.
nuts.
Yeah. I remember that.
No, that's what his name was called.
Yeah,
in there.
Cottonmouth.
He
It
kept
was
on
called
saying,
Cottonmouth.
he kept on saying, "That's not my name." Like I'm like, oh snap.
Well,
Crazy.
Mike Coulter called it, or Luke Cage called him that, I think, right? Cottonmouth. Yeah, that's what his name was. That was his character in Luke Cage. I think season 1.
And then,
Yeah.
then season two was the was the Bushmaster.
Bushmaster.
Yes,
Oh,
the
crazy you say that,
yeah.
DJ. You know how I call Ranger versus Stephen A. Smith all the time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you remember Stephen A. Smith being in Luke Cage?
I think he wasn't
Was
He
he?
did a cameo.
Wait,
He
what?
made a
it was
cameo.
it was a quick cameo. I think it was it when I'm trying to remember because I saw it quite recently.
Nah, I
I
gotta
think it was
watch
when
it.
Bushmaster or
I gotta
somebody
see it
punched
too.
him.
I didn't even watch it.
Yeah, I can look it up.
It was when Luke Cage got knocked out by Bushmaster randomly. I think it was something about that.
Fun fact,
you mean when
I've
he,
never
like-
seen it. Never seen
Wait.
Luke Cage
Okay.
before in my life.
I've
Aya, you need to go. You need to go watch Luke Cage right now.
No,
That
thank you.
is
That
that is loyalty.
I haven't seen,
gotta
I haven't
prove your
seen
loyalty.
any of the Marvel television shows, to be honest
It's
with
been a
you.
while since I've seen Luke Cage. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
it's
This is
been a while.
yeah. I think I remember. He appeared after the I think Luke Cage and Bush. They met. I think it was the bridge.
Yes.
Yeah, they met at the bridge, and then
I
he
remember
lost.
now. Yeah. I remember that.
and Stephen A. Smith covered it because it's based
Yeah.
in New York. The show.
Yeah.
So
I think it's just funny how he's on a lot of these movies and shows. Like
he was
he's
in
on
General
that,
Hospital.
and then I seen him on Creed, Stephen A.
Yeah.
I was like,
That got
so
me
are you like a
laughing.
Rocky universe and in the Marvel universe, Stephen A?
In fact, he connects it all.
He's
Disney.
Yeah, he was connected to everything.
He's just everywhere. I like Rangerverse. Rangerverse, man. You need to be like Stephen A. Get in some movies. Get in some movies. Cover the drama. You'll fit right in there, man. You'll fit right in there, man. But you be in the Power Ranger community. Get someone on these fan films and all that. Do the same thing.
You'd have to kiss up the Disney, though. That's the thing. Like Stephen A. kiss up the Disney, like that's what it takes.
Well, he was just embarrassed though by the Knicks though not too long ago. They
Oh,
brought
what?
him on. They brought him on their show and they like apologize, Stephen A. Apologize. I guess he was talking shit about.
Is he doing like politics now?
He's still.
He has been.
Yeah, he's like he
government.
got like I think ESPN got rid of him or something like that.
Oh yeah,
They got rid of Stephen A. They finally did that.
I don't know, something
I
like
don't know. I
that.
kept
'Cause he
hearing
has-
he was fired because it was using his phone while apparently watching the game or commentating on a game or something. I'm like, what?
Dang, they're just kicking
was
all
weird.
the brothers out. They're kicking all of us out. That's crazy.
Shannon Sharp,
Anyway,
my guy.
anyway,
No.
any more
Shannon
things-
Sharp's situation is totally different. Why he got?
Oh Lord.
Sorry, guys.
Well,
we can't talk about that
Okay,
on
so
stream.
let's move back into Sam Wilson. Do we
All
have
right.
any other thoughts on this? Any input on this?
Sam Wilson needs to get a better haircut and we'll be good.
What?
Okay.
All right, I don't want to talk about his hair, please. I don't want to talk about it.
No, Mike Johnson. Don't start, man, because I'll talk about. There's a whole different thing I can talk to you about that we're gonna keep it between Sam Wilson, Sam Wilson only. Okay.
All right, okay. I'm about to say, don't talk about his hair.
He needs to fix his hairline, man. It's getting like Stephen A. I'm telling you.
Chill out, man. All right, chill.
Mr. Gibson, how are you?
Oh, I
Gibson's
see Co's
awesome,
comment.
man.
Okay. But Stephen A, he presents himself as like, I say what I feel like, blah, 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 blah. And then when there's a controversy and it goes against Disney, you see him like cower, which is fine. Like, you have to keep your job, but he presents himself as like a firebrand. He speaks his mind. I'm like, you're full of shit. So that's my little round Stephen A. Smith. I mean, he presents it like I understand what Ko is saying. Like, you have to if you represent a company, you have to toe the line. You have to, but he presents himself as like some maverick.
I think this is what you're talking about.
Yeah, of course. So, but he presented it as a maverick, as someone who is not afraid to speak his mind. Blah 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 blah. But I see controversy after controversy that his mouth is shut. He toes the line. So that's my little round Stephen A. Smith. Ugh.
Yeah.
So Rangerverse has to become like that if he wants to make it in with Disney.
He probably will. Who we know? Who knows? We don't know what goes on
geez.
behind closed doors. We don't know.
Jeez.
We appreciate you, Ranger Bird. I'm just kidding.
All right. Is there anything that anything else that Marvel can do to improve on Sam Wilson's character as Captain America, or he should just pretty much just say screw it and just go back to being Falcon after Doomsday and Secret Wars?
Wait until after Secret Wars, because it's gonna be a reset anyway.
Yeah, I feel like they need to do away with the whole thing.
Yeah.
See what happens.
And they need to stop. Yeah, they reset the whole thing and stop with. They need to look at all their IPs, how they're representing Star Wars moving forward, how they're representing the other brands like Captain Marvel, because Captain Marvel was a good movie. She-Hulk was a good movie, but it was too much backlash. I'm hearing a similar backlash. She-Hulk went to make Daredevil look like a fool. It's just kind of like, there's too much wokeness. I'm like, well, yeah, that's what happens, Bob Iger, when you cater to Kathleen Kennedy with those sequel trilogy pieces of garbage. It's a ripple effect. People are going to assume, another Disney woke propaganda. So they just need to they need to reset everything and focus on storytelling, not propaganda. So
okay, now can they focus on storytelling regardless of race?
Yes,
is the question.
Yeah,
it has been done before. You look at Black Panther. That movie, it was a cultural phenomenon. I saw it twice, and because of the story. Good. No, and because I felt it was something special. So there was something special about this character.
Never seen it before in my life.
You've never seen Black Panther?
No, neither one or two.
Then go see it.
Never going to see it ever.
Really? Okay. All right. Well, you're missing out because it's something special. Chadwick, he was something special, and the difference between that and Anthony Mackie is just seems like Anthony Mackie was just thrown in there, whereas Chadwick kind of
you gotta realize.
Chadwick is James Brown. That was good.
Right.
Yeah, but you got to realize though, Ion is working for Killmonger.
Facts. Always.
Oh, Lord.
You got to realize it. He's never gonna watch that movie because of Killmonger.
Never, no time out. Never seen any movie that kid was in. You know what I mean? Never seen the what's the movie, the blues movie with vampires? Never saw that. Never seen it.
Oh, I haven't
Right.
seen that either. Sinners.
Yeah, Sinners. Like I don't like movies that like it seems as if they're catering towards like the black community. You know what I mean? Or pandering.
Pandering, yes, pandering. Pandering. This is what
So, yeah,
Kathleen Kennedy has done.
So basically, y'all just want to see a movie. It's like
A movie.
whoever the nationality is
Is it good?
It doesn't matter. It's just as long as the storytelling is good.
Right.
Am I hearing this right?
Basically, yeah.
Is it good? You know what I mean?
Right,
Or
right.
is it not good for us? That's my biggest gripe with a lot of these black movies, right? They're like, hey, we're gonna give you guys a vampire movie. It's like, bro, there's hundreds of vampire movies. Like, why do we like? Is that the best that we can do, Ryan Coogler? Like, that's all we got? You know what I mean? And it's like, oh yeah, because it's a vampire movie about black people. Like, don't you guys like that? Or it's a superhero movie with black people in it. Don't you
I
guys?
have
want
something
that?
to say. I have something to say about that, but let me read this real quick. Cole says, I don't think the movies have actually had a dip in quality. The audience has simply aged out of it, and the kids today don't have that much of an affinity for Marvel anymore. And also comic relief here. I don't think Captain Marvel twerked around with Meg Thee Stallion. Brent.
Well, that's not. I mean, that's not what made She-Hulk. That's not what makes She-Hulk bad. I think what made it people don't like it is the maybe the Daredevil. The Daredevil was made into a joke, but although Daredevil, I think it was a joke in the like he was more jovial in the comic books. I'm not sure, but yeah, she did twerk with Megan Thee Stallion. But that's not what made it bad. I think the breaking of the fourth wall, I think got a little excessive with that movie. She breaks the fourth wall a lot. Yeah, and it's just
In what? And you said She-Hulk?
in She-Hulk, she breaks the the fourth wall. It's kind of like you're doing this for quite a bit, and it's kind of like. And the thing with like her walking to Kevin Feige's studio, I was like, "Oh, this is."
I didn't really get that part either. I'm like, seriously?
Yeah.
It was okay. Yeah.
Nah, but I wanted to mention something about what you said about pandering to black folks when it comes to like movies like Sinners and stuff. I haven't seen it. I mean, I heard it did well. I mean, it got awards for it and stuff. Shout out to them. But like. It's kind of like, it's funny you said that. It's like, oh, we're making horror movies with black folks in it, you know, where there's other horror movies out there. It's almost like, I think, was it on Tubi? It's like almost like some of those black independent films. And again, this is nothing against them. Shout out to all the black independent film creators and everything. No, Alex, I'm not talking bad about you. Calm down.
God, where's this going?
It's almost like a lot. I've seen like most of them on Tubi. They don't. I feel like they're only doing like one genre, but they keep doing like
hood movies.
Yeah.
Sorry, I started choking. Stop it, please.
Thank you.
Nah, it's almost like they were doing like one type of genre on there. Like it's not horror. I mean, it's like it's not really horror, but it's like something else. I can't remember.
Don't roll your eyes. You know what you did.
Yeah, suspense.
You know what you did on TikTok. You better stop it.
Yeah, it's like this all doing like mystery and suspense and everything, which is fine and all, but it's like, I mean, are there any other genres that we can do? I know we can do more on there. Not saying those are bad, but I'm just saying. But it's funny you said that. It's like, oh, like we're just only doing horror stuff now.
Well, DG, you should talk about Chris Brown impersonators.
That's freaking funny.
Dude, come on, man. Come on.
But that's the thing. It's like, that's what they believe that we can do ever since, like Get Out. Like Get Out was such a phenomenon, right? And it was like such a good movie. So they're like, hey, Black community, can you guys come and recreate that? And it's like, well, no, we can't. We're not Jordan, you know? Like, let somebody get out and like give them a budget to do something creative and new. You know what I mean? It's like, well, we don't know if that's really going to make money. You know what I mean? So we're not going to give you guys the money to do that. But hey, if you can do like a Sam Wilson Captain America movie, like, yeah, come on. Like, we'll throw a couple of dollars behind that. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, like there are some brilliant creators out here. There's some brilliant Black directors out here who can make just good movies. Whether the cast is all Black, all like white and Black, a mixture, it does not matter. Like, we don't need to just have like an all Black cast and all Black direct. Like, no, that's not what we're asking for. We're just asking to be put on like these really good projects. You know what I mean? Or to be able to make these really good projects.
Yeah.
Or how about we could just do them like regardless of color and everything. Everybody gets a fair shot in all this, you know. I mean,
and Ion, just let me know what next time you talk to Killmonger. Just let him know that Mike Johnson wants in. He wants in on the plan. He wants to know when they're going to take over the Wakanda world and everything.
You covered.
Jesus Christ.
Mike Johnson, don't shake your head. I saw that letter that you wrote to them.
I got to take a heart shape.
Here's an interesting question that Rebel Dynamite's asking. Okay, here's a question that Rebel Dynamite's asking. What's the difference between Sam replacing Steve and TJ replacing Tommy and Turbo, in our opinion?
Oh, okay. I know. I read this in the book.
Made that point too.
But I read this in the book, Douglas Salone's book, because there was a lot of drama with Turbo, and apparently there was like internal drama, and JDF, who played Tommy, says that Haim Saban didn't pack the cast in the back, so he wanted to leave. I know that sounds ridiculous, but those are his words. So he left the show because the Haim Saban didn't go on cast to pat the cast on the back. And that is why Selwyn Ward's character replaced JDF's character. You know, and that's a little different than this situation. And there was a lot of money involved. There was a lot of drama with money. Whether with this, Sam just replaced because I think Chris Evans' contract was up. He was only supposed to do 7 movies, and he was getting too expensive.
I think it was originally 6, but they pushed it to a 7th because Infinity War ran longer than normal. That was actually supposed to be all one movie, I heard, and then they split the 2 movies. They're like, they're like, gotcha.
Okay, so there was
I don't know if
the
that's
difference.
true. I'm just saying that. I don't know if that's true. It just seemed like that.
Yeah, and then him replacing him was done because of the story, and it was like the end of Endgame. Like, it's a good place to transition. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Anthony Mackie, his rate's cheaper. I don't know, but I think there's a difference there because it wasn't so sudden. It was woven into the story, and I think there was a decision made in advance that someone was going to replace Captain America, whereas with the replacement of Tommy was done for real life drama. That, like, it's like with the first 3 actors left, that obviously affected the story in Power Rangers in the characters. No, they're actually it's actually really when there's real world drama, and people want to leave because Haim didn't pat people on the back and they want to leave the show because of that. That's going to affect the character. That's just the reality of it. And when they leave, no. I know JDF said this in an interview. He left because Haim didn't pat the cast on the back. And he said this, so he left early. So that's why they had to do this power transfer thing midway through the season. So whether with this one, I think the Steve and Sam Wilson, it was planned out that someone was going to replace Steve, and people thought it was going to be Bucky, Sebastian Stan's character, because it was built up that way with their friendship and their bond. But it was Anthony Mackie's character, Sam Wilson, and I think people thought they didn't agree with that. They thought they had some imagination in their mind. So there was backlash that Sam Wilson got it. And people are making assumptions, reasonable assumptions, I would add, that it was done because of propaganda. Because this was, Endgame came out around the time of
Come on
the
now,
sequel
chill.
trilogy. So.
Oh.
Okay. Guys, any other final thoughts? Because I'm going to start shutting down. No, I appreciate what you said there, Brent.
Appreciate it,
I'm
man.
not ignoring you.
Doctor
Yes, he
Strange.
is.
I gotta say he's a decent. He's a very solid character. That's all I got to say.
Who's Doctor Strange?
Hmm?
I didn't say Doctor Strange. I didn't say it. Oh God.
Okay, so Mike Johnson thinks so Mike Johnson thinks he's a solid Captain America. Ian, what do you think?
Nah, he's trash.
Any final
man.
thoughts?
Trash. Throw him out with the rest of the Hollywood garbage, man. Like, we don't want
No.
Return to Cinder. Like, that's one thing. Like, you know, my Captain America will always be better than you guys as Captain America.
You know what? And you know what? And that's gonna be the song that I'm gonna play on the way out.
So I have a question. So what
What's
are you
up?
gonna do when we watch Doomsday? What if Sam Wilson had to beat up Steve Rogers? What would you say?
What would I say? Man, you know what? I would really be indifferent about it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it wouldn't make any sense. You know what I mean? That would be my first thought. Like, this makes no sense. Like, you know what I mean?
But that's
then-
the way it would be written, right?
But then that's funny.
Stop it, please.
Second of all,
I'm
like,
sorry.
okay, which Steve Rogers is coming back again? Is it the old man? Because that would be kind of wrong of him to beat up on an old man.
God, can you imagine if he came back as the old man in the
Beat
dream?
him
He's
up.
so strong as an old man.
Bro,
Like,
you know I'm
No,
not.
he'll come back as an old man to kind of like talk some words of wisdom to Sam.
He'll beat him
If
up.
he's still strong as an old man,
That's
I'm
not
gonna
gonna
laugh,
work.
bro.
Yo, that's not gonna work.
No, they won't
in
fight.
today's
He'll just
movies.
come back and give him some words of encouragement.
Oh man, beat him up. Like,
Beat him up like
They
crazy.
won't do
I
that.
can see the behind the scenes now. I was like, I was knocking off
I think
prosthetics.
that'd be hilarious though. If Chris Evans he beats up Anthony. No.
Ah.
What was I saying? Yeah. He beats up. No, I thought I was talking about Anthony. Yeah.
No, don't say that.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about. If Anthony beat up Chris Evans and then he looked at the camera and said, "Yeah, Ion, my Captain
the
America's
real-
better than yours."
Those are the rules. That's how it was written.
Well, I'm recording that and I'm showing that to everybody. Like, he watches us, y'all.
He's actually doing a convention. Chris Evans. He's doing a convention.
Oh, that's bull.
yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's in the East Coast, I heard.
Yeah, you should go to his
he's
table
gonna-
booth
yeah.
and just say, "My
He's gonna
Captain."
be too expensive.
Yeah, say,
Everybody's
"My Captain
gonna be
America's
there.
better than yours, Chris Evans." He's
He's very
man,
funny.
please get this Joker out of here, man.
And he'll be like, I can't comment
I go
because
see
I'm
him
under
dressed as Sam
contract.
Wilson.
Yeah, I know, right?
He'll say, I'm under contract. I'm negotiating my contract. No comment.
I believe it. And you know,
He would
funny?
say that,
I'm-
especially when he's friends with Anthony Mackie. If someone asks him, "Your Captain America is better than Sam Wilson is not my Captain America," and he'll be like, "I'm under contract." No comment. I mean, that's the answer you're gonna get.
That's the best you're gonna get.
That's the best you're gonna get.
All right.
Yeah, boy, you know those Disney contracts are like written in blood, bro. Like they're
Yeah.
like ironclad in perpetuity throughout the cosmos. Like Disney
Yep.
owns
Yeah,
it.
hold on.
Because if
All
Chris
right,
Evans
my,
said that, yeah, my Captain America is better than Anthony Mackie's. Could you imagine that could affect ticket sales for the move, like the future? And it'd probably be like a morality clause or something in those one of those contracts. So, yeah, you're not going to get anything from him. So,
Jeez. Let me highlight what my good friend here, HB Gibson, said. I'm glad that you're here, man. I'm glad that you're here to make it. I guess I'm the old guy here. As a person that grew up in the 70s and 80s and not seeing Black characters get much shine, it just makes me happy to see it. And seeing Black characters not yet, but shine at. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I hear that. Yeah.
You see Cole's comment?
And the one after that?
Yep.
I think you're better than Chris Evans. Anthony Spouser says, but I think so. Shut up.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, Alec, any final words before I shut down?
Final words. I think Anthony was screwed over. He should have been developed more. It would have been a better outcome. But otherwise, Steve Rogers had the better development.
Yep.
Okay. Mykette, any last words? You know what?
Sam Wilson all day, every day. But I do love Steve too. Great stream.
We have not forgotten that. At least I didn't.
I forgot all about
it.
Actually,
I did. I actually played a video earlier on this.
Oh yeah, we kind of went through that whole.
Yeah, we went through that earlier. You might want to, if you want to catch the replay of that, you can.
Catch it on the replay.
But anyway, guys, thank you guys for being up here. Thank you all for being in the chat. I'm gonna start dropping you guys down. If you want to stay in the back for a little bit, that's up to you. But this is the stream, guys. Thank you for being here. And stay tuned for the next one, guys, and stay tuned for my next video game stream. I am going to play out the song. So I will do that. So I will catch you guys later. Like I said, if you want to hang in the back, that's fine. But I'm going to start shutting down now. Thank you guys for sharing your opinions. And thank you guys in the chat.
Yay. Thank you.
All right. Okay, and that's the stream. Like I said, thank you all for being here. I'm gonna lead us out with some music now. And until then, have a good night. Peace out, y'all.
Say the legend started long ago. A kid from Brooklyn standing tall in the snow, shield in his hand, hope in his eyes, teaching the world how heroes rise. You say the symbol can never change. History echoes through every page, every battle, every scar. That's the reason we know who we are. One shield, two stories, one mission, different glories. My cap is better than yours. That's what everybody says. Drawing battle lines, debating every thread. My cap is better than yours, but who's keeping score? Different paths to the same red, white, and blue. Maybe that's what the shield is for. You say the future had to take flight, wings beside the stars, defending what's right. No super serum running through his veins, just heart that refuses to break in the rain. Carrying doubts that the world can see, still choosing courage over certainty. Every step earns another chance, leading tomorrow with a different stance. One shield, two visions, one purpose, different missions. My cap is better than yours. Everybody takes a side. One built watching giants fall. One carry history, one carry change. Both stood their ground when the world rearranged. Maybe greatness isn't choosing one. Maybe heroes shine like more than one sun. The shield keeps moving from hand to hand because hope is bigger than any one man. My cap is better than yours. The crowd keeps singing loud. Some cheer for yesterday, some stand with the now. My cap is better than yours. Maybe nobody's wrong. Different hearts, the same symbol. Different voices, one song. No final answer, no victory parade. Just two Captain Americas, each earning the name. The shield keeps flying, the legacy endures. Ask 100 fans, you'll hear 100 different truths. My cap is better than yours. Or maybe they're both exactly who Captain America was meant to be.